Alright, we are live. It would behoove you guys to start reading books, by the way.
You
like books in general, or the book?
Like
your books?
like
or...
books in the system,
Hey,
like
you
going
alive, homie?
going to book marts and looking at books and spell books and books on
I've
stuff.
done that a couple times.
I want to flip you. How dare you? I try. I keep doing it wrong, but I try.
Flip you? What?
I've done that quite a few times in the beginning.
I've been trying to get books, but you say I don't have the aptitude for it. I keep doing it the wrong way.
Well, no. You would do like an advanced like spell working shop, and you're like, ooh.
Oh, I didn't know the bands. I thought it'd be like an all-rounder kind of spell shop.
No. That was like an advanced spell shop. Like Arse would be at home in there. You would not be.
Or what an R and Jesus hates me because it seems to happen. It's happened twice now. I've tried. Okay.
Personality, thank you for gifting one sub, and Croman, one more month till 2 years. Oh God, really?
I mean, I still had a manga book though. So.
Time flies when you're suffering. Do it now.
It is feast or famine with those skill points. Like, kind of. The one thing I noticed though, there isn't any negatives. Like, you never get a negative modifier.
Not really.
I mean, the DCs are so high that.
Yeah, so
there's already a negative.
there's not really a negative modifier. It's more just higher DCs. That's all it really is. Because I find negative
modifiers bad luck.
Veil Riders TTRPG, where everything's measured just like how we measure Kelvin for temperature.
No negative, only up.
What
was that? I said, what? What the fuck?
I'm gonna learn weeb, and that's all it's gonna be. I'm gonna learn weeb.
I've
blow buildings up.
learned a spell called Weeaboo. I've got God and anime on my side now.
But I still had to start this anime book in Notepad. That's the only way I'm learning English.
In my defense, I have the T-shirt.
I have the T-shirt. I got blown up, and all I got was a stupid T-shirt. I committed C4 suicide, and all I got was a stupid T-shirt.
No, I did that with frags.
Okay, so we are at 2 mule potions for today, and we have 1 active right now, just so you're aware. There is a previous mule potion currently in effect, to say the least.
My body is ready, and I can't wait to get stabbed in the alleyway.
And executed?
Yeah, I mean, you said it just right before session. I feel like it's a sign.
Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of players, well, not players, a lot of prospective players. Hey, Maru, how you doing? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. For 18 months, Jesus, it's been so long, so many years. So a lot of potential players were like, well, because healing, what if they just come back? And I was like, well, not if you like execute them, execute them. Like, yeah, just kill them. I'm like, well, you have rules for that? I will now. So now, say we make sure an NPC does never comes back, you just chop his fucking head off. Because I had to go in and actually put into word how healing works in this game. Because people are like, oh, so I can heal everything. No. Well, are the rules for that? Give me a second. I gotta go in and say, like, healing is a metric. Because I work on the idea of flesh trauma.
Outside reminds me too, though. Like, I just realized that I think Sunny and Declan are the most wounded people in the party so far.
No,
Especially me.
bro?
Am I just like a?
Ours literally has a wooden prosthetic for an arm.
No,
I got
Hans
lit
has us all
up.
beat.
I've been blown. I mean,
Not terribly.
Backstory, but I mean, like, I've
That's
been
why
machine
she's
gun, blown
hiding
up,
from me.
throttled by
Did you
bugs,
yell that?
have my fingers cut off multiple
She stole
times.
one of your shoes and one of my saddle
The
pads.
the first session,
it?
the literally first session, ours got a hole
No.
through his throat.
No. Oh, by an arrow?
I'm not saying anything
Like
against
it
that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that. I'm just asking if I'm just like most like scarred up. I'm not saying I'm look that being like the most edgiest. I'm just saying I'm just acting like curiosity. It's something like a fucking scarred up like tapestry, like connect the dots. You can do with
Honestly,
his body.
prior to the remnants, Declan didn't really get hit all that much.
Killjoy, why did Killjoy link me in a video of a close-up ball sack? What is this, Killjoy?
But that's
Oh, no.
the front case of my phone, and I was just demonstrating how fucking loud these dogs are.
Oh, I was like, why are you recording a ball sack? What is this? Behold mine sack.
Man.
All right. Anyway, so
Yeah, but only section Killjoy.
So we're gonna do a little time jump here the next day.
Now I'm gonna stop you right there, homie.
Oh, for God's
One
sakes!
moment.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, you missed your day. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just gonna pick up right where you left off. You just sent Bishop all by his lonesome to go talk to the sulking rich girl.
This what?
Ooh.
Malmoira's all alone, and I gotta go find her.
Oh, go find her. Oh, I wouldn't call her a rich girl.
Yeah,
that of course having monetary value.
I mean, she uses our money, so I guess she's rich in that sense.
She's rich in spirit? Question mark. Anyway.
Where's this drunk girl? She must be white girl wasted by now.
She is. Let's see. Actually, let's do a little roll here.
Is Fae ladies are drunken like Kung Fu masters?
So, purely for the convenience, nat 20, nice. For the convenience of being able to get drunk and then slither her way up the stairs to her room, she is drunk at the inn you guys are currently staying at. So,
She left out the front door though, because somebody mentioned Crinja. Yeah, she went off and the last session. I watched the VOD.
Oh yeah.
She left the bar, get away from the conversation because it got her down.
Yeah, she left all the way to the fucking inn.
Flashback.
Yeah, we were in.
Oh, that was after session. Yeah.
We were actually in our hotel room. She went down to the bar.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was fast forward in the future.
Yeah. So she's
and Bishop followed after her.
Yeah, so you're all still in the same inn, so I still win, haha. So yeah,
I mean,
so she's
I
kind of
say you actually technically fast forwarded when you ended it. When I was going to the blacksmith. That wanted to make me some more boom powder, some boom booms.
Well,
let's worry about that later.
Well, I'll say it's like because basically as y'all are RPing last game, it's like nighttime now. So and we were gonna go, it's probably closed. And Corinja's down at the bottom of the bar. She's just drinking angrily, drinking in frustration, but drinking.
Malmora, you mean?
Yeah,
Winter?
Malmoira. Winter.
It'd be funny if she made
Just Corinja's there like, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing here? Yeah.
Man, all the gods is coming down lately.
That's not weird at all. Nah, so Malmoira is at the bar drinking. Angrily. She's very angry.
All right, gonna just sit down right next to her. Order it, 2 more. Just keep her going.
You're gonna feed her alcohol?
Okay. Why the fuck not?
Hey.
Tavern talk got you down, Twilight?
Do you say that to her?
Yes.
She kind of like looks to. Are you on her right or her left?
Which arm does she use in the drink? I'm gonna go and make it so I'm not in her way.
Right arm to drink.
All right, then I'm on her left.
All right, I have a name for this inn. One second. There we go. The very far in. But yeah, so she kind of like eyeballs you a bit and doesn't really pay any mind. She kind of, you hear her kind of like grumble and mutter into her mug as she kind of listens to her lips and drinks it. So you don't really hear much of it except you hear like angry memories and bullshit. So it's all you really hear mostly.
All right. So, what do you make of all this? What's been happening lately?
She kind of like pulls a mug away. She kind of pulls a mug away and goes, "What do you mean all this going on right now?"
Well, pretty much every big player here wants you dead or bleeding to make him rich in coin or magic relics.
Well, if my memory serves me correctly, it hasn't changed at all then. So I'm basically still stuck where I am, just in a different time.
Well, can't fault you there. I mean, I don't think you're getting free of this shit until the man Kindred and his organization are dealt with. Otherwise, you'll just be behind for as long as you live, since this anathema race doesn't seem to die of old age.
But you mean me, or?
No. You met one of them, the face stealer. I talked to the centaur.
She like slowly squints.
Dressed up as a brim touch. He's not a brim touch. You realize that, right?
I'm not tracking. What are you doing?
I'm mentioning Castle. I'm trying to bring her in on the concept of a human.
Indigo lady.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you. The British lady who's actually a skinwalker.
Yes.
She goes, yeah, well, honestly, I'm just kind of taking it day by day, really. And she like, as she says that, she slowly drains that mug, just slowly tipping it backwards as she just chugs that entire fucking pint of beer. She kind of sets it down and goes, day by day by day by day by day.
That all you're hoping for?
Well, I don't really know what I'm hoping for, because technically I was supposed to die, and instead I was bled like some kind of milking cow underground in the dark for gods to know how long, and the only way that no time was even passing was by the moonlight coming in through a little porthole. So, not sure that's worse than death, but it definitely puts suffering in perspective. You know?
Yeah.
Like, how would you feel if you found out you're being bled like some kind of stuck pig to create magical artifacts and beings and little creatures of unknown variety? I mean, you know how our blood works, right? And she kind of like turns fully towards Bishop and hold the mug. You know how our blood works, right? How it's used to create and all that fun stuff, and the whole thing.
I'm aware.
Like,
but if you want an answer, I'd be pressed, and then eventually, I think I'd get angry.
Yeah. Regardless, I was never supposed to be a magic caster. I was a warrior. You see, I was a general of high command, and I was given a duty and a task, and it turns out it's all just a bunch of bullshit. Really. Like, it feels odd to both see, live, and receive a prophecy. Like, I'm pretty sure you've never been underground for a couple 100 years, eh? Well, I think it was a couple. It may have been 4, 5, 6.
By my estimation of the histories, it would be slightly over 700.
Oh, good. Well, I guess that solves the mystery of Faye aging, because, well, I'm still here, I suppose, and I'm somewhat supple, so I don't know.
Well, if you're looking for answers, you'll find certain ones at the bottom of a tankard. Other ones, maybe I can help you with, like how to fix your situation a bit, because I suppose our interests align nearly perfectly like the stars.
When you say our interests align, would that interest be hunting down every blood creature you've born and created and destroying it and taking back your power, or do you have something else in mind?
Well, if that's what you wish to do, I'd be happy to help you out in that regard. But
well, no.
So,
what I wish to do is to find a very large bottle of fine vintage and then crawling inside that bottle and trying to get to the bottom as fast as I can. Because it kind of sucks when you realize your whole duty in life is come to naught. And it turns out it was all just for folly in a power play game. Did you know I was there when she killed the entire Harpy Pantheon? I thought she did. I thought the Queen got every last Harpy god, apparently, except for one.
Well, obviously, I bet she's hiding.
Oh, she did not hide when she found me. No. It would appear that she may have taken our transgressions a bit personally, I think. This huge harpy woman who's... Even when she's in front of you, she's hard to see. It's curious, but, I don't know if you know my history or not. It feels weird talking to you. You're probably, 30 30th, 5th generation of what I used to know of your kind. You've gotten prettier. That's something. That's good to see. But it feels weird being walking history. I found a book or two and I've read, and I don't like what they said about me, but I really can't say it's not true either. And she kind of like sets the mug down and goes, I can't cope. I can't do it. I can't cope. It's like everything I've done, all the suffering, the killing, the blood eagling, the masticating, it's all been for nothing. And here I am being hunted like a dog, and you've seen the company I keep, so it's quite hard times.
Well, to be completely frank with you, these are probably your best bet here with your current company, because they have their own reasons to put their trust in you.
Well, to be quite fair, the one who died wanted to fuck me, but that's completely different, I suppose. The little tiny,
I did see those.
The little tiny feminine one is scared of me, I think, but he's nice enough.
Yeah, a little bit of a neurotic one, but he seems to be competent.
So tell me, my little wandering, bemasked, brim-touched friend, what did?
Oh, wait, okay. Here, one sec. I have to make sure I'm not a complete, social retard here. When I am just in general company, the mask is actually kind of like a gator or a buff, and when it's time to go, it comes up and it kind of ties up like a luchador mask. So I kind of wearing like a scarf right now.
Okay, got you. But she knew you were wearing a mask earlier, so she's kind of put in, not like I was paying attention kind of thing. But she goes, anyway, what exactly is your deal here? What do you want from the great General Mal Moira?
Well, I'd like your help in destroying the man in Kindred's operation. The man who, was making a market and trying to make the most out of your blood.
Do you know this for sure? Who is this? I've heard his name tossed around. It's always spoken in whisper and hushed violence. But what exactly? Who is this man you speak of? This human?
Cassius Clay, or Bob Thumb, is
what kind of fucking name is Bob?
A fake one, just like Bishop.
Oh.
She should know exactly who he is from my memories.
She's still noting the name Bob is stupid. That's all she was making note of.
Mm.
I hear, I have met a Robert who went by Short Bob, but other than that, their names are strange. I'll have to give them.
There's just she kind of stares in this not sober Bert stare, like, really, motherfucker? She kind of like just stares at you, waiting for you to fucking get to the point. She's like just staring at you.
Sorry, I'm kind of like, oh, geez, dude, I'm on these pills, and it's kind of just. But.
Hey, Jeff.
As it stands, fine. My angle, I suppose, besides killing him, getting his operation cleared and out of the way so my people can make it in here and wage their war however they see fit. I don't really care too much for the particulars of that. Is also trying to root out a traitor amongst my rank. That's why I can't exactly trust my people right now.
Is it me? And she kind of like does this loud burp. Is it me, or can no one trust anybody anymore? Like, you think there'd be more trust around places, but it seems like no matter what military you're in, no trust, just angry violence and silence.
Of course. I mean, talk is cheap. I throw it around more than I throw around gold. Action is where it's at.
So, you're trying to do she's like waving her cup around. She's like, you're trying to do the thing where we find common ground, common enemy. Both of us don't like a guy. and you want that guy dead, and that's great. I love your little sidling angle, but don't forget, boy, I've been around for 700 years, apparently, and this is nothing new to me. So how about you and I? And she like leans over, throws her arm around your shoulder, and she like, you feel her hand slap against your chest, and like the weight behind that hand is so unnatural, it's actually off-putting. She goes, "Why don't?"
Well, isn't it nighttime? She should be kind of weak.
Yeah, but even then, like just like the weight of her blood, like how magical she is, how powerful she is, the potential is still in her hand. And she goes, "How about you and I just get to the point?" And because what it feels like, if you feel her fingers like palpitate your chest in a very odd and awkward way, it feels like you're in a bit of trouble due to some skullduggery, and someone's been fucking about, right?
Yes.
So how about we just cut to the point, and then you tell me what you want from me, and then I can figure out if that's gonna fit inside my operational parameters. That's a fun word from that feminine one's head. Arse. I stole that word from him. That was pretty fun.
Okay, fine. Right to the chase. You have prior experience waging war. Would you consider humoring me tomorrow morning? Take a look at some plans and maps I've got. I can use a pair of seasoned eyes to provide input. Best course of action we could take. Primary, alternative, contingency, emergency, plans A through D.
You know what?
And I might be able to scrounge up another bottle of that Southern Vintage to make it worth your time, Twilight.
She like looks into her cup and kind of stirs. She says, "You know, I got nothing better to do, so why not? How about you show me your map, huh? Just whip that map out for me and put it in front of my eyes." And she like, it's like this dark, like feminine, like sensual chuckle, you know.
Phrasing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's time for the Moxie.
I'm 5'10". I'm not sure. I'm perfectly average for my height.
Very much. Okay. What am I
All right,
rolling to
Napoleon,
try and make it more impressive by whipping out this big dick map?
Just roll a flat moxie check. Well, I guess you. Well, it would be a bluff.
Like persuasion type shit.
Not be bluff, but just go ahead and. So for you, it's just moxie. Just roll
I'm not
moxie.
lying.
But you're.
Right.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Hey.
Boom.
So how?
There's fucking notes and marginalia galore and all different kinds of wonderful things.
How thick and long is this map, man?
It'll get the job done in so many ways, and the presentation is amazing.
Hey, man, that's 2 nat 20s. See you soon, rest of the day.
I know, right? 2 burns so far. She kind of scrolls them out and she goes, "Oh, cool. What am I looking at?"
All right. Do you want to pop over to the range map in Forge, or are we just gonna kind of role play it?
With a swish and a click, I remove your big dick.
And
See that doodle, your dick's now a noodle.
measurement controls, drawing tools. Where the hell is the thing? Do you just click over here? Okay, so we're here. There are supply lines running through the south, up to us, and we have to somewhat cut off and encircle this fortified town here.
So she kind of leans down. She goes, "Okay. So you want to go from Alston Keel to Kindred.
Well, we can't go there directly because that's just offering all of us up as a sacrifice for whatever his devious ends are."
Mm-hmm.
From my intel reports, pretty much every town directly connected to Kindred is under his influence greatly, except for Northern Trace, which is a holdout, mostly because of support from the sea. We could try to hook around through the mountains, so all the way off to the west, and then hook north. There are certain cults and whatnot over there that could be armed and brought in to help as somewhat of a green faction, where green is kind of a third party, blue is what we are, red is the enemy.
So she kind of like bites on her nail and pulls on a little bit. You see the nail kind of come to a point, and she kind of slits her thumb and dabs her nail in the blood and starts writing on the map. She goes, okay, so you want to avoid this, this, and this, right?
Yes.
So no roadway to here.
Well, the roadways would be probably laden with ambushes and traps. That's my running theory, and good intel had brought that up. There's also an enemy presence currently in the Bloodroots, but it's more of a third-party faction of orcs, which, if we could somehow find a way to break them off from supporting Cassius, that would be for the best. I did hear from a very enthusiastic Valley Elf in a special wide-brimmed hat that they are enslaving and turning the orcs into soap for their own ends, which I guess, hey, if you kill the people that you use as mercenaries, you don't have to pay them.
Well, it's actually because of all the honey they eat. Orcs are very prone to living off of pollen and honey and wax, and it makes their flesh very supple. It's a whole thing. It involved in a patch of orc skin cloaks that some Fade Noble used to wear. There's a whole thing. So you want to just avoid major roads and go all along here to go to Kindred?
Well, we need a form of militia support, anything we could get. So we need to raise a small army, or at least disrupt the operations here. We could probably avoid having to worry about Ultrace, because the main column that's about to reinforce Alcule from my side will be pushing up into Ultrace. We kind of have to lay the groundwork for the main invasion.
I mean, wouldn't you guys want to false flag things as fast as possible then? And she kind of like dabs her thumb with her nail, and she starts drawing on the map. She's like, you could just simply draw the orcs in, right? Because for what I hear, they're all along this area. You could just draw the orcs in, have them attack Southern Trace, right? Draw them in, have them attack Southern Trace. That'll worry Kindred. They'll worry Old Trace, and then you, the Veil Riders guy, can just come in and go, hey, all these orcs are here. I know a guy who can take care of that. And she like lifts her mug up and drains it and goes, and then you can just use them, right, via your false flag attack by the orcs to then create more landing beds for these special auxiliary troops, right? I mean, you wouldn't need a militia if you have Old Trace and Kindred begging for help, offering supplies and gold, and I don't know, maybe a few garrisons here and there, right? You could establish a premeditated supply line all the way to Kindred.
Well, yes, but we also have to worry about not being able to fully trust our own troops, which therein lies the rub. I can't trust, as soon as people figure out that you are with me, they're going to sell us down the river.
As you're talking, she's just very slowly drawing a blood penis on your fucking map.
Like, oh, come on. You need to go and add hairs. You want it to be good.
She goes, oh, hold on, allow me. She like this.
Only around the perimeter? Come on, Twilight, you can do better than that.
You know, it's been a while. Anyway, so why don't you want to just false flag an attack on Southern Trace and then use the nobles in Kindred and Old Trace and their fear to simply allow for an easy point of access for the Peel Riders, whatever the name is. Because, yes, we could spend months and months and months forming militia, finding those who also hate Bobbert, whatever his name is. Or we could just go the sneaky way. The same way we got the Southern Elves to join our side and just draw the orcs in from Ashtaran or some of the more prolific war bands and have them just simply just blast the shit out of Southern Trace. Don't get me wrong. Your plan's very noble and it's very cute. But if you want this problem solved fast, you use the other dumber races to do your hard work for you.
I looked at her. I looked back up at the door to the inn room with all the other remnants, and I'm like, back to her, like, yeah, that checks out. Okay. Let's try it. I bet I can source some uniforms to try it, or whatever the heck Cassius is using to kind of identify themselves and set up a false flag.
I mean, if I was a prolific drug ringleader, I'd have my guys just dress in normal clothes and be incognitus, but that's just me.
Yeah, but they have a symbol, and passphrases to get through check shit.
Oh. Well, I guess
so I have to fake the funk a little bit.
I can probably just read someone's mind, or I can have the little horned one, I don't know, do the sexy walk. We'll figure it out along the way. I've always done things by the seat of my pants. Of course, that did get me thrown in the ground and pummeled to a bloody pulp and then bled like a pig for 700 years. But it doesn't always come out right. It's a risk.
Yeah, I'm okay with risk.
Cool.
Cheers. And then the glasses up. Clink, clink, whatever.
Clink, clink, whatever. Gin, yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a time skip the next day. All right. You've all slept. It is the morning of the next day. You're all in. Oh, is Bishop in the same room as them, or no? You're in somewhere else.
I'm probably back at the my back room. Ticket Mick Industry, running the front.
I'll be in my bunk, he says.
Yay.
Okay, activate. So it is a new day in the very far end. Which is a great name. Bishop is way to fuck over here, somewhere else. Where? Okay, there's Declan, Sonny, Nia, Hans, Ars. Who is missing here?
Windsor.
No. Oh, no, sorry. It's Bishop. He's the 6th player. Okay, got you. Okay, so it is the next day. Players, what do you want to do? I will say that as night fades and morning does come, after the first 2 hours of morning, a lot of people seem kind of on edge inside the inn, and on edge around the city, really, in general. Even you, bishops, have seen a lot more comings and goings through Tick and Mick's shop than what you usually see. And it's a lot of perusing and hoping, but there are some wealthy types buying lower-end weapons, which does strike you as a bit odd, because since you've been here with Tick and Mick, it's mostly been mercenaries and adventure groups kind of buying a weapon here or there. But these are nobles and merchants buying self-protection weapons, and the whole vibe in this town's a little off, for sure.
Can I stop one of them? Just, make idle chit-chat?
In the shop, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say Tick and Mick are kind of like trying to talk this guy into buying a only partially constructed PTR. I'll say that much. And the guy's kind of hemming and hawing over the price, and all these fancy words, he has no idea what they are. And this is a mildly wealthy Valley Elf merchant. You can tell by what he's wearing. Clean boots, good quality, close-cut hair, well-groomed, smells somewhat pleasant. Very clearly a merchant.
What's the good word, kinsman?
He goes, "Oh, is this your shop? I assumed, was it merely these two gnolls running such an establishment?"
Oh, I handle the paperwork. They're special to me, I'll be honest.
Paperwork. I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it. But word is that they are shutting the city down for a multitude of reasons, all of which I do not like.
Really? Thought I would have heard about.
Well, it just happened this morning. It's been scuttlebutt so far. No recent announcements made officially, for that matter. But from what I hear, the guards are way too low to safely provide secure access in and out of the city and the roads. They're mostly going inward, looking inward for safety here in Austin Kiel. As well, there appears to be some kind of fugitive in Austin Kiel, as well as a roving gang of, dare I say, ne'er-do-airs running around town. But more alarming is the alleged sighting of multiple drakes circling the city at night.
Probing, like, from whereabouts? Bloodwoods?
More like only a mile from the city walls, within sight. Well, somewhat sight. It depends on what race is on the walls. The Agodalings have seen them, but the Valley Elves have not. The Brimstouch think we're full of it. It all depends on who's on the walls, really. But the Agodalings are going on and on about the drakes, and they see how their eyes glow and the shadows moving, and how one's so huge he blocks out the stars. Yada, yada, yada.
Somewhat makes sense. With all the wounded here, the smell of the gore and the rot probably is attracting them.
You mean the giant meat building they use to sew up the wounded, and for what I hear, what's the word? Test them? Do tests on them?
The very same.
To be fair, it's probably drawing in more than just drakes, if you will, but who's to know?
So you're looking at the PTR. Guard, out of character. Is this a H&K PTR or the Soviet PTR?
It's a H&K PTR with no internals. It's just a lower and upper pushed, like, kind of mashed together. There's no actual firing module. There's no spring. No nothing. No bolt carrier. It's just there.
I look at Tick and Mick as like this man is an upstanding citizen and a good merchant. Been very kind to us. Give him a good deal.
Tick and Mick kind of look to each other. They look at you and give you like a wink. Like, yeah, good deal.
And by that I mean a functional firearm.
Dude, they kind of look to the guy and you goes, "This firearm completely functional. We would never sell non-functioning firearm." Tick will put it together. And Tick kind of like grabs it, kind of runs back towards the little like armory area, and you can see where they've had the internals kind of staged. Like, maybe he won't notice. We can we can maybe keep the parts kit for another PTR. But they kind of slam it all together in a somewhat functional fashion. It'll fire once, yeah, you know that much. Fucking throat. And they end up selling the PTR to the man for about 3,000 gold pieces in hand.
Okay. After the gentleman leaves our fine establishment, fine.
Wink.
I'd like for them to take stock of how many bomb lances we have, and also if we still have that nautical punter that they tried to fund Moira 2 days ago.
They do still have the nautical punter that is still there, and they have a total of 4 breaker lances.
Okay. So, gentlemen, do you have any means to make any more of these very soon? We may have use of them for our own personal needs.
Well, our hope was that maybe you would get us more parts, but so far you have not brokered that part of the deal. We need the warheads. The warheads.
Thinking back to when was the last time we were able to burn explosives?
Me or you or what?
I'm just asking you as the combat controller.
And you're asking what exactly?
What's up with the break and supply of explosive warheads? Because they should have had some.
More or less, they're being quite tight-fisted with just sending out Belcher and shape charge warheads beyond the main scope of the Veil Rider bases.
Let me go and get my expert on such things. Maybe he can figure out a way to make some, but prep the halves where you're going to need those. So take it off the shelf, take the puncher off the shelf. Be sure to, if you have any extra ball bearings out from over there, just anything that can be loaded into that giant 2-bore.
You're acting kind of finicky, boss. You get some bad news or something.
If there is any weapon that could feasibly take down a giant mature Drake, take it off the shelf. It's not for sale. We're gonna need it.
Take a Mick kind of like look around and take kind of like jabs Mick in the ribs. He goes, yeah, I know. Well, boss, technically there is one weapon we both know would definitely take care of Drake, maybe in 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. But the tube.
Okay, what are they referring to?
That big ass Russian anti-tank gun.
I thought I asked them if we still had that shit.
Yeah, they still have the PTR, but they're trying to sell the guy the PTR-91, the H&K.
No. I'm talking about. I asked specifically, hey, do we still have the Drake Slayer?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and then you said no. But then, okay, so we still have that, and are they talking about the fucking ID?
The what?
The thing that Travis made them convinced that it was broken.
I am lost on what you're talking about.
Okay, it's just referring back to the previous session when they tried to sell it.
That's a long time ago, my man.
Okay.
Travis ain't been here for like fucking almost a year.
Okay. They thought it was broken. Is it actually broken? That's the real question.
Which weapon?
The Soviet anti-tank rifle.
No, it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's full of fucking cosmoline, but it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
And there's only 5 rounds.
5 rounds. Okay.
I have been creeping in the background this entire time.
Nice.
Okay, so we got to get rid of the cosmoline. Okay. Start boiling water and put that over top of the steam.
Why do we have to boil water?
Fine, I'll take it.
and we say that to give it kind of like high five, psst.
Also, I go back into the back room, grab their hazard pay or whatever that I've kind of been holding.
Grab their hazard pay.
And I'm like, okay, boys, it's time to deliver because things are about to get rough. You know the rally point if things go to shit.
Very cool.
Thank you, darling.
And then just 2 sacks of gold to them.
Yeah,
there you go.
Also very strong.
And I'm gonna go and grab Sonny and then see about prepping our own homemade shape
Bring the
charges.
bottle of ginger beer.
That's all of it.
Good lord, bring the bottle then. This thing's strong as shit. Trying to get me drunk.
Talking, please. This is going on too long.
Do what?
I'm in the hot seat here. Anyways, Chick and Nick are paid. I'm going to grab Sonny. We're gonna talk about making shape charges to stick on the end of spear halves. And then I'm gonna let other people have a turn, please.
Man, you're so nervous. Thank you, darling. All right.
Oh my! I'm getting a little hoarse.
You're getting a horse. Fuck, trying to a DM. All right. So, other players. We'll start with Alphonse. Alphonse, this morning, what are you doing?
I would like, since I got my null friend all cleaned up and dressed, I'm going to start her official training of watching me do stuff at the clinic.
At the actual clinic.
Yeah, the one where I headbutted the nurse.
Right. So, maybe safe that would require a roll, I think. As you and the gnoll named Yuri kind of amble up towards this clinic/hospital. Onimorocho, thank you for gifting 10 subs. You've done 566 gifted subs. Jesus Christ. Thank you, dude. But, as you kind of rock up, there are actually guards posted outside the clinic. As they see you coming, they go, oh, they kind of like groan to each other because they're hoping maybe she wouldn't come back. But the guards kind of sidestep in front of you, like, hey, hi, how you doing? They don't want you back inside.
Who is they?
Everyone. The patients are afraid of you. The nurses are afraid of you. You broke that lady's nose like bad. Like
I fixed it in the same breath.
Yeah, but you still did it.
She was being mean.
Well, I mean, okay, that's.
You tell me you've never broken someone's nose for being mean at the bar.
Well, no, we've done it, but we haven't like hit a lady or anything. And
But I'm also a lady.
They kind of like stand legit like, she's got a point, Greg. Yeah, I know she got a point. It's just they said they don't want you inside. They said don't let her inside because you're not allowed.
I've healed more people in a single day than they do combined.
Would that?
Do you really want the people of this town to suffer longer with their injuries than they need to?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You're putting words in my mouth, little satyr woman.
That's what you're saying. Let me help the people. I am good doctor.
I am good doctor. They kind of look to each other and go, they'd be really mad if we let you inside because they're pretty sure they can't get you back out. Like, they're honestly terrified of you.
Just let me in and just say I headbutted you. And that you wouldn't hit a lady.
They both said, okay, so roll persuasion for me using your moxie.
Do I even have persuasion? Perception and performance.
So just moxie then. Let's see here. 5. God damn it. So they go, well, Greg, we are running low on guards. And like, yeah, I know we're running low on guards. And I know she fixed like 10 yesterday. Mind you, they are still. They don't talk about what you did to them. So that's interesting. Tell you what, if you answer me a question, I'll let you inside, and we'll say you. I don't know. Say you like hooved me in the nuts, and I fell over and you ran inside. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. What is that doing here? And he points towards Yuri.
The gnoll is assisting me because stuff is heavy to carry.
The gnoll's assisting you in carrying things.
Mm-hmm. She is my helper.
Do you not want an elven helper? Or a brim-touched helper?
I just kind of found her.
And what? She's not a stray puppy. You can't just find you a gnoll and take it home. Not how that works.
Oh, that's literally how it happened.
You know, I guess you answered it. That's something. They both kind of like stand aside and they go, look, try and don't headbutt anybody today, okay? Just maybe use your words, or I don't know, bite them or something. Don't headbutt and break noses again. That's just
okay.
It's messy.
I promise I'll try to not to.
So the guy goes, gotcha, and he's gonna roll a performance check using his own moxie. He's bad at it. So he proceeds to wail and moan as if you kicked him in the nuts, actually. But he's really bad at faking it. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, chat? He's kind of bad at faking it. And you kind of like, the other guy kind of rolls his eyes and opens the door and kind of ushers you inside. As you walk inside, the lady at the desk goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" As you walk inside with Yuri. She goes, "What? No, come inside."
I'm gonna give her a nice wave, like a friendly wave.
Don't you friendly wave at me. Don't you do that. I heard what happened to the last lady who you got in a kerfuffle with, scaring the patients.
She was being mean. That's different.
She's always mean, but no one just headbutts her in the face.
Well, because no one was brave enough to show her that she's being mean.
What do you want?
I'm here to help.
Oh, you're here to help, are you?
With a big smile, like a genuine smile.
You do realize you're giving our patients PTSD when they came in without it, right? Like, they've got more fear from you than actually facing drakes and orcs.
Well, maybe they won't get hurt so much anymore then.
Are you implying the pain you give them in healing will deter them from getting pain in the field?
Maybe. It's like when you touch something hot for the first time, it teaches you not to touch it again.
Okay, well, the Knoll's got to wait outside.
He's got to help me, I'm sorry.
She does that head drop, like, I can't, she's like, the eyes closed, that deep breath. She goes, hold on, I can already see the story in my mind. Let me guess, the Knoll wearing people's clothes is here to help us well.
She's just here to watch. She's not nearly ready to help others yet.
What do you mean, watch?
Like, she's gonna watch what I do.
You're teaching. You're teaching.
She be a good helper.
You're teaching the Knoll medical science, is what I'm hearing.
Well, I mean, if I leave town and I get hurt, who's gonna fix me up?
Knowing how many people here think, hopefully no one. That's what many would say. But I'm not going to say that because you're in headbutt distance, and I don't feel like losing my nose today.
I'm going to tell them, like, I made a promise to the guards not to.
You know what?
I'm going to be on my best behavior today.
Oh, my God. Okay, fine. Just go upstairs. We got, like, 30 new entries. Just go upstairs. Just go. Just go. Go do your thing.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you're heading upstairs with Yuri to go terrorize and put the fear of God into a bunch of fucking wounded people, because this is what you do, apparently. So go. As you're doing that,
will not get injured if they fear the healing process.
Don't worry, I'm here to help. Screechy noises intensify. So we'll go to Ars. Ars, it's a new morning. What are you doing?
So, since Hans is not here, I'm going to just say that Ars and Hans kind of separate so he can focus on the more heavy-duty aspects of making the armor. Ars takes care of, like, he's probably taking care of Winter right now.
Well, Winter is passed out, hungover, and drunk in her own bed, wearing clothes that are not hers, which is odd because Bish was quite sure that when he left, she's wearing her own clothes, but it appears she has mugged someone for their fancier clothes and has got herself a new pair of clothes from someone who no one really knows from where. But she's asleep, and it's probably going to be asleep for a while. So.
Yeah, no. If there's something strange going on and it's like the early morning, she's gonna have to get up. So Ars is going to roll his eyes and gently try to coax her awake.
Roll me a coaxing check. We'll see her. Just roll me persuade her to wake up, Ars.
Persuasion.
Oh my God, it's a flat D20. My God, Ars. 17 brain power, 0 fucking moxie. God damn.
Exactly. Exactly. It's perfect. It's still an 18.
At least it was a guac guac. What the fuck is this chat saying? Can chat see that? They can see that. Oh god. Okay, so we'll do her own thing here.
I didn't know if they could see it. Yeah, lots of going on in here.
So Ars, what do you say to Winter?
I just say, Lady Winter, I believe it's time to wake up.
You're met with like this long, drawn-out, drunken growl coming out from Lady Winter. She slowly curls into a ball, like holding a pillow, curling into a ball. She's very she's still sweating. She's so hungover.
I understand that you don't wish to wake up right now, but it's probably be best to at least make sure you're prepared for the day.
Prepared for what? She says.
Well, it seems that there's something strange going on, so maybe it might be best to make sure you're ready to act in case we have to beat a hasty retreat.
She kind of growls more and pulls a pillow out and goes, "How does that going to affect the great and powerful Malmoira?"
So you do remember then? I thought so.
I remember lots of stuff. I don't like any of it, but it's there in my brain, just burning holes in my psyche. She rolls a hand over her face, like, ugh.
I can imagine. If you do quite remember, I was very aware of some of your memories.
Voyeur.
If I wasn't forced to see it, I wouldn't have. Trust me.
She pulls her hand down, dragging down her eyelids. She goes, "You mental pervert." She's just being mean right now.
You say this as you consistently read my mind.
She goes, "You're a lesser being. I can do whatever I want." It kind of slowly leans up. There's hair in her mouth. Hair's all stuck up at fucking weird angles. She's like, "What? What's so important? What is it? 7 o'clock?"
More like 10.
So you're saying there's still morning hours I could be sleeping?
Or you could make an early start to the day, or early in your case.
I don't like how you're a morning person, Ars. I could change that for you. I could make you not a morning person. It's there's actually an edge of threat to that voice.
You know, if this was Ars from a few weeks ago, he might be afraid of that threat, but after viewing her memories and coming to understand her as a person, he just realized she's just kind of like his mom, and he just I understand that, and while you could possibly not make me a morning person, unfortunately for you, I barely sleep as it is, so...
She kind of blinks groggily at you, goes, "Fine, where are we going?"
We're not going anywhere too far, you can stay in the hotel all day if you want, just make sure you're at least prepared to move, maybe?
She goes, "What?"
Also, would you...
She goes, "What the fuck's a hotel?"
What we're currently staying in, or do you wish to refer to as a tavern?
Tavern? She looks around and she goes, "I thought we were in on Bliggly."
No. Lady Mora, it's not really... We're not in the Elven Kingdom, in the Southern Elf Kingdom, and...
Why you guys gotta make really new names for everything? What's wrong with Ambligly?
Someone changed English.
It's not really that it's anything wrong with it, it's just more... It's not their culture.
what's wrong with Michael? Nope, that's a loaded question. She like kind of like shrinks down, like, oh, I shouldn't even.
I'm very glad that you had at least cognizant enough to understand there are plenty of things.
What's wrong with my coach?
the
Wait,
faith.
nope, nope, shouldn't say that.
Yes.
Wait a minute. She goes, oh. She goes, what, so you're waking me up? Why? What do you want from me? What do you want, arse? With your little feminine hands and your soft features. What do you want?
Thank you for the compliments, I suppose, but no, I just want to make sure you're ready and able to defend yourself in case I'm not here to help keep you safe.
You're such a little gallant, aren't you? Well, what are you doing today, Mr. Arse?
Well, I was going to join Hans later in finishing building a armor for him, but right now I'm more focused on making sure that you're at least settled for the day.
So you want me to go to a fucking blacksmith with you and just hang out and
No.
rub elbows with dwarves? What?
No, I'm just making sure you're ready for the day. If you want to laze around the hotel for the rest of the day, that's fine. Just don't be consistently drunk, maybe?
I find it quite freeing, because then you forget all the bad memories you don't want to remember. Same with sleeping. But here I am awake, with the morning hours still active. I bet the sun's not even high up yet, is it? But it's just barely there. Just tilting towards noon, but not quite. And here's ours. Hey, Malmora, come wake up. We gotta go do stuff.
It's actually quite cloudy today, so you wouldn't see the sun regardless.
I can find out where she goes. It snaps her fingers, and you hear like a loud outside, and all these gasps of fear and screams. And but we can't quite. And it's something. It's a sunlight shining in, and you're not really sure what happened.
He can kind of figure, so he's just gonna say, "An excellent show of your power, Lady Moore, but unfortunately, that also doesn't help with the unrest in the city."
You know what? Me and you're going to the bookstore. Yep, we're going to the bookstore. She gets up and fucking pulls on boots that are not hers, like 2 sizes too large. She must have mugged a man for her boots. Pulls on these boots. We're going to the bookstore. Nope, go to the bookstore. Do you at least
want to wash up and change?
Nope, because this is more embarrassing for you. She grabs you by the fucking shoulders with one hand, lifts you up, and you start walking. She like catwalks you out the fucking door, out the fucking end door.
I guarantee you, Lady Winter, at this point, nothing really embarrasses me anymore. I feel more dead inside, just as it is.
As you say that, she kicks open the door. She goes, "Dear husband, we must go to the bookstore to find your perverted sexual position books." And she like loops her arm around your neck and like pulls you right into her fucking chest and like marches you down the stairs. And she's caterwauling about how you find normal lovemaking so boring and unsweet, and is like making quite the fucking racket. You're getting stared at by literally everyone that's fucking in, as she like drags you through like the bar area, the kitchen area, reception area, and all at the door. Meanwhile, like her hair is still sticking up in weird fucking angles, and her clothes are mismatched and likely stolen, and she's like just boots clop 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 clop, boots too fucking big. It's a scene for sure.
If he had the self-esteem to actually care about what other people thought about him, he would be mortified. But as is, he's just kind of limp in her arms.
Mean, buddy.
Yeah, it's just like he's just kind of limp of her arms as he allows her to just do what she wants because she's already in a mood.
Ooh.
So,
okay, so we'll go to Crusader's not here, Kilder's not here, Madcap's gone. What the fuck? All these fucking people who hurt my fucking game. So do.
You sure about that?
Is Hans not coming today?
Hans is in. Well, he's taking a vacation. So yeah, no.
Lame.
Hans in Vegas having fun,
I-
playing blackjack and hookers.
To be fair, Gord, you never said. You didn't really say I was in this story 7. Just sitting.
Jesus. So
My token is literally just hiding up north, like right up the street.
my token's there,
I've been
waiting.
waiting, the entire thing just to say something. Like literally look at the north end of the street on this map.
Hold on. Did you put your token on the map?
Maybe.
Are you hanging in the bushes in front of this house? Just in case they need me, I'm here, waiting in the wings. All right. So Sonny, your character's here. What is Sonny doing?
I'm taking the time to fully learn the way to weave, so that I can be done with this book and burn it.
You're what?
Remember the sergeant gave me his note, his little study guide, trying to like pick up on human language. It was a manga
Oh, okay. Roll me a d20.
with a. You got it. Got it. Damn it, Crusader, she blocked my button.
God dang it, Crusader. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
He actually succeeded once.
Hey, I've seen some things. I've
When it
seen
came
him
to
kill
this
the
role,
civilians.
Hooray, he
It's
succeeded. You
I've
don't
seen him murder
suck,
those
hooray.
villagers. Thank you very much.
So let's see here. Fucking necks are bullshit. Anyway, scrolling up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Roll me a D12 and a D4.
12. 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So it's be a 6.
Cool.
So.
I
Oh.
just, I could still just roll like another 4 maybe and just add half of that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It was in case you rolled a max integer.
Okay.
Let's see. But then I realized we're playing on digital. You could probably just roll a fucking D13, but it's no biggie. Okay. Oh. You read the book, and you're like you like this is because after a good night's sleep you're blazing through this fucking book and learning a lot of English and Japanese. You think it's called? Who knows? But you see scribbled in hand ink pen and along the spine of this comic book, someone's been making notes. And the notes are pertaining to the possible spell type known as blood magic absorption.
Por qué? Is doing blood magic?
Yeah, so you're not really sure what it is, but it's pertaining to a spell that allows those with the ability and the prowess to absorb blood magic or from enchantments, from like rings or trinkets or that kind of thing. And as you read,
My war practice is tingling.
as you're reading, you start seeing these little handwritten notes along each. You didn't realize you thought they're like little lines, but you realize they're actually all these whole books full of these little handwritten notes. And it kind of explains the properties and possibilities that a magic user can consume the energy from magical items and trinkets, and then use that to kind of generate health points. So you can kind of rip the magic out of these of these items, and it comes back to you.
Calm down, Jewel. Restrain yourself. Gotta suck at the magic.
Gotta suck out the magic.
This is very topic I just mentioned load up earlier. What are the odds it come back again in game?
What are the odds?
My life is all about what my life is purely wild odds.
But yeah, you kind of read and you realize that this whole thing is kind of spelling out a how-to. So as you read, you sit there and think. Give me, Sonny, a brain power plus spellcraft.
Oh crap! I can finally actually roll with spellcraft. I thought the day would never come.
I never thought the
You just
day
don't
would
have
come.
Magic aptitude.
Yeah.
You have spellcraft.
Spellcraft, yeah.
No, I just figured I'd never actually use spellcraft or anything. But that's not important.
Cody.
Hey, good roll.
Okay,
Those
Cody.
rings,
So
those beautiful cursed rings.
you should be able to
Search them up
do.
right now.
Let's see. I think it might work. Stick mule. That's a mule potion. There you go. It's a way for those in the
find-
chat to fuck with the players.
I'm pretty sure you can actually program a way to actually have.
So
it be a
32.
mule.
God damn. So as you're like reading and you realize that this is actually pretty, like, this is understandable. You can actually understand this. And as you spend your morning, about 4 hours in the morning, you learn blood magic absorption.
Where did I put that at? I'm excited, and now I gotta find something to suck. Ooh.
Suck.
I have the big suck spell now.
Okay. In this chat is why my game is baller, because by reading, he found out about a spell he would never known about. All right. Rewarding
Stop
players.
reading anime.
Power of God and anime on my side. So the one DC5 down there, it's a layout error. It's DC5, 10, 15, 18.
You know what? I think the most magical item person I know is Ars, and I'm still in a hotel because I woke up, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and I just started reading because like fuck it, I don't think it's time today. So I'm just gonna charge over to Ars and be like, knock knock, what's up? It's here. Fucking give me something to suck on, nerd.
Except ours fun.
Yeah, ours like you would have seen ours being carried out, like his head, like fully just like engulfed in Winter Malmore's chest as he just kind of dangles as she carries him out.
Yeah, so Sonny, you go, I got it! All right, you look at your window and you see Ars being dragged along, feet limp, getting dragged along the fucking sidewalk. I will say, Cody has tipped $30. Don't mind if I do. Pro, give a blood spell for dummies book. Interesting. Con is guard's choice. Okay. We're down to one blood potion left. Sorry, mule
Someone cares
potion.
about me. Don't touch.
My book! My book! No touch!
But actually, I'm gonna, in all my excitement, and because Sonny's just that kind of person, I'm just gonna open up the window and I'm just gonna wiggle my thick Goliath self through, and just hop down.
You'll also see Bishop running towards you with a rifle about a little taller than him, probably. He's like,
A
Sonny,
very
we
long
need to
rifle.
build bombs.
Ors, bombs, and I just,
Spill! Ars! Huh? Just
Now choose
We
what
need
you want to
shape
do
charges
the most.
now. Yesterday, actually, but we need them. Can you help us make some?
Choose what you
no.
want to do the most right now.
sucking magic.
it's a
or
Sonny's choice.
My passion. Oh shit. You know what? Hey Bishop, you got any magic items in your store to suck on?
Most likely.
Zero.
Just that phrase alone. To suck on? What? I mean, yeah, okay. No pause. Just, sure. You want out? Okay. Come on, Scotty. What you up?
And I follow Bishop to go make bombs and suck on magic.
To go make and suck. All right. So you're on your way. Alphonse, the hospital is a very nervous place with you running around it. I'll say that much. Yuri is a little confused because usually when the healers are present, people are happy and joyful and full of stress relief. But when you're there, people are fearful and trying to crawl in their bunks and hide. He's like, this is not what Yuri remember healers, putting out vibe, But you're noticing that a lot of these guards and adventurers and mercenaries are almost all completely being wounded by Drake wounds, slashes, bite wounds, limbs missing from being torn away and eaten. It's almost completely Drake wounds as you kind of go through the infirmary. One man in particular says, "I will give you 5 gold not to heal me." And he like holds his coin purse out towards it. Come on, we're friends, right? come on. And he's like trying to like bribe you to not heal him because he knows what's coming. He's heard the stories.
I will take a deep breath, and I will accept one of his gold coins, and I'll still work on him, but I'll do it the nice way.
Oh, really? So when you say the nice way, what do you do exactly?
With actually taking like care and like working with them and applying
taking
proper
care
pain, and taking proper like pain doses of medicine.
Okay, so you earn 1 gold, and this guy's got more or less this kind of lacerations. It's a glue up. You know, you go in, seal the wound, make sure the ribs aren't any internal organ damage, seal it up, tap it, send it. The flesh is a bit traumatized by the slash wounds, but it heals together well enough with a pretty large scar, but it will heal completely. and as you kind of go, you kind of like get this guy. He goes, "See that was nice because I didn't want to scream or wish for death. That's how it works." And the guy's like quite happy now. And as you kind of like turn around to the rest of the infirmary, the guys are like trying to pull out coins. Like, can I get the painful eating? And trying to pull out coins and coin sacks, like one arm or like hands missing. One guy's got 2 nubs trying to get his fucking coin purse out. You know, so you're currently being bribed to not cause immense pain while healing.
But it's slower. I can't get through as many people.
Yuri goes, "Well, that is a good way to make money, right?"
Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'll donate it back to the hospital. At least some of it.
Yeah, I guess. Just all put out.
So I'll go through and I'll be nice today since the guard asked me to. And I'll collect 1 single coin from each person, and whatever the total amount is, half will go back to the clinic.
Okay. Give me a medical plus brain power, please. Medical physical, mind you.
Even when
So
I'm bad, I'm good.
you earn about 25 gold pieces total from the 25 patients you see. Again, it's all mostly lacerations. Just nothing really exciting. You know, you find yourself getting a bit bored, like, ugh, another laceration, really? The guy's like, what? You know, but you kind of work through it all. You get them all fixed up, and you extract about 25 gold from these people for the privilege of having no pain in their healing process.
Cool. So 13 of it will go to the clinic.
Cool. And Yuri, the entire time, Yuri's been kind of watching, and you know, she observes the less magical aspects of the healing, the sewing, the sutures, the process of investigating the flesh, that kind of stuff. And she goes, "Maybe Yuri earned a nice tip for bringing bandage and sew thread, maybe."
I don't see why not.
How she? Okay, so what do you give her?
I'll give her like the normal like pressure dressing.
You're giving her a bandage as a tip?
Oh, like a tip for... Oh, okay, I thought you meant tip as in like knowledge. Like...
No, she means money.
Yeah, I'll give her. She was a good helper, so I'll give her... Let's see, I took 12. I'll give her 3.
Okay. So she goes, "Nice, Yuri making coin."
And I'm gonna have like a serious moment with Yuri of why it's important to know this stuff. Of basically saying like, if I get hurt, I can't do this to myself.
Mm.
Like,
Yes,
if I get hurt, like, there's no one to take care of me.
Yes, Yuri completely understand. The blood magician cannot always heal self, and sometimes you may get both hands blown off, like Nub-Nubs over there. And she points towards the guy who's like no hands. He goes, "I don't like that name. I don't like that name. It's a rude name." And here he goes, sorry, num-nums. But okay, so you've done
overall,
that.
good teaching day.
Yeah,
She's
overall
learned
good
at
teaching
least some of
day.
the bigger life. Okay.
Now, to be fair, you were quite quick, and so you're more or less done by lunchtime. Like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I will say as well.
There's no one else to really work on.
The other nurses have kind of like, they started locking doors to the more injured of the patients. That way you can't go in and like harass them. So unless you want to start ramming through doors or picking locks, you're currently out of patience.
I'm not good. I already started being nice today. I'll try to continue it, and I will knock on the door.
Don't give up on it yet. Be the problem, that's the solution.
I will knock on the door to get moving to the next area.
Okay, Flash. I'll get him on Bishop's next turn. We have zero blue potions left. Okay, really Flash. All right. So we'll go to Arse. Arse, you've been dragged across town, and the entire time, you have not left. Your cheek has not left the side boob of Lady Winter's clothing. You've been dragged the entire time through town.
Honestly, if anyone would see Ars's face right now, they see an incredibly dead look on his in his eyes.
All around me are familiar faces.
Like he's totally disassociating.
When your elven just disassociates mid-game, just, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired of this life. All right, so you guys arrive outside the door of the Every Trick bookstore. And she goes, see, we're going to go inside and spend time together because you were so persistent on going out and not sleeping or drinking and being responsible. So you know what? I'm going to drag you in here and you and I are going to learn together, right? Because I'm curious on how advanced magic's evolved through time after 700 years. And she like growls out that time frame, 700 years. She finds like disgust in the fact she's been underground for almost 700 years. She is not happy with the prospect. But she drags you inside, she's, and the door goes ting, 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 and this guy, I guess it was, hey, whoa, nope, you guys, if you guys need me help, yeah, just come get me. He kind of like slowly withdraws from that whole interaction as she drags you through the fucking store with her big ass fucking clop boots and her fucking obviously stolen clothing because it barely even fits her. And she goes, all right, Arse, why'd you go and pick out a book and Mommy will buy it for you? How's that sound, little Arse?
You used my money.
No, I stole this money fair and square. And she pulls out a huge ass fucking coin purse that's like embroidered with like a name on it. She goes, I stole this fair and square. So I'm going to buy you a book. You're such a good little boy to me every day. And she says that so fucking loudly in the store. And you're like, what? Huh? As like through the aisles of this little bookstore.
He just kind of stares at her for a moment and then sighs and says, I do wish that you wouldn't air our plays out in the open, wife. Then he rolls his eyes and goes and looks for a book because he's just done with this whole situation.
So you do find one book, definitely. It's most obvious book. And the title kind of catches your eye. And it's simply Blood Magic for Simpletons. And that's literally what's on the spine of this book. And it's got like this like kind of a drawing of a very confused valley elf going whoa, and kind of looking around with like little question marks above his head. And the spine literally says Blood Magic for Simpletons. That's what it is.
Sonny's face immediately pops up in his mind and says, and so he kind of shrugs and says, At the very least, someone will get use out of this. So he picks up the book and starts flipping through it to see if there's anything of interest inside of it.
Gotcha. So a lot of the things you already know. Let's see here. So you see how to do the spells like Air Burst and blurred perception, combat enhancement. You're like, this is for you. It's very mundane, very pedestrian. Oh, look, there's darkness. I learned that when I was 3 years old. You know, it's a very smug moment for Ars as you read all these dumb spells that you learned in like kindergarten for like Southern Elves. It's all very basic things like, oh, fireball, very cute. You know, you're kind of feeling a bit smug as you're reading this book. But then you see something you hadn't seen before. Now, Mr. Arse, could you please roll? Let's see here. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
Drain soy jack meme. Yes, dear. 74. Oh shit. Okay. So you're reading, you go, I don't know that one. And you start reading. And you're reading. And you're like, what in the fuck? Because this kind of spell should not be here. And you realize this is kind of noting at the prospect that there are books out there that may teach a blood magician how to steal a portion of a living thing's soul to empower them.
So, as he reads that, he bookmarks the page and immediately turns the book to see if he could figure out who the hell made this, because this is blasphemy in most situations.
So you kind of turn it left and right, and all it says on the spine is Mr. Gray.
Can I do it?
I know who that is.
Oh,
I know who that is.
I know the name! I know the name!
Can I do a history check to see if I know that?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay.
Just the name Mr. Gray. Would I know that name, perhaps?
Clara know that name.
With the mouth. I love it.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I think he's called the Mule Kicks Men's Society potions. Because
Cody donated
being a nurse is
$10.
great.
Oh God, what have I brought upon this world?
Cody. Oh no! It appears you taught how to do soul theft. Is that your that's your history roll?
Yes, because I have nerd origin as Southern Elf.
Nerd origin. My origins are of a nerd.
Yeah.
A family of nerds. A clan of nerds. So you don't know of any magician named Gray. No Gray Warcat. Travis jerked a whole screen towards you. No, I love how a player who's dead is still shitposting the fucking map.
I am not dead. Thank
Sorry.
you.
MIA. Missing in. He's alive. He's alive, I know it. So, you know of no warcaster, no blood magician, no court actuator, no alchemist, no nothing, who just goes by the name of Gray. Because all of them have good names. And no one really comes to mind of being named Gray. No one who would know how to steal a soul. Because if someone did know how to steal a soul, they'd be probably well fucking known. And the name is just not any doorbells to you. And yeah, that's all you know.
There was one Gray, but his soul's gone.
So, no, he'll look at the book for a while, and does that spell only take up one page?
That spell takes up 3 whole chapters.
Oh God. Okay. Oh. he's gonna put the book under his arm and look around for other books just to kind of distract from that one, because he's not letting that out of his sight. Are there any other interesting books?
Let's find out. In terms of interesting. Do. Sunny cries. All around me, you're familiar. No, by far, that's the most. Well, as you kind of quickly look around and peruse the spines, that's right now the only real titular book you can find that isn't something that you don't actually know, and it's not nothing comes as being as interesting as that book.
Then ours will pick out a book for learning. Well, will they have books for learning the human language?
No, too new.
In Altrace. Okay, too new. Would they have? Does Sunny have a good grasp on Tonka?
Yes, Sunny does.
Unfortunate. Shit. Potion book. Just a generic potion book. Let's go with that.
Generic potion book. Okay. 1 second. Let's see here.
I do need alchemy so I can make boom boom. So.
What is 6 times 8, gentlemen?
6 times 8 is
48.
48, thank you.
You spelling math.
I was in the army. Anyway, okay, so potion book. So alchemy, tinctures, pets, if you will. There is a large range of a large bookshelf of one book, and it's simply potions, tinctures, etc. That's what the book's called.
Okay, he'll pick up one of those books, and without actually delving into it too deep, he'll walk back to Malmora/Winter and say, "Yeah, I found my book choices."
She goes, "Oh, so did I." She pulls out this huge fucking book. You call it a book. It's like a foot by 3 feet of a book, and it's all sexual positions to help amplify magical prowess. And she goes, "Look, and we can try these later, husband." And she gets everyone's attention to these full color pages as they're flipping through. There's something called the suppressing donkey, the flying jackanape. It's all fun things here, I think.
Is this a magic Kama Sutra?
Yes, it is.
Yes, pretty much. So yeah, he'll look at the book for a second, tilt his head, and just shrug and say, "Sure, if that's what you want."
Honestly, it's way too expensive. Yeah, put it back on the shelf. Actually, if you ask me, these are all stolen from actual Fae lore, but could be kept secrets forever now, couldn't they?
Well, at the very least, the sexual positions and the concept of exchanging money for them are very common in the Fae culture. So yes, I would imagine that's. I'm not sure how they got that information.
The magic of foot worship. Thank you, Ironcaster, for that particular brand of cursed. Mana is stored in the balls. Thank you, Alphonse. Thank you for Jesus.
But nevertheless, if you're done doing what you're doing right now, we can pay for these and go.
Yes, we can go and have a nap. We think we've earned it, right?
Sure, if that's what you wish for.
Maybe a nap in a keg or two. Sweet, sweet kegs of relief. And you see her like, she's getting like that kind of like that like alcoholic look on her face, like I'm gonna crawl into a bottle and die. She's like, she's not coping well with this reality she's living in.
He sees this. Fuck, because he actually knows what she went through. He's actually gonna feel some shit. Okay,
I'm feeling sympathy for a creature. I'm having feelings like sympathy and human. Sorry, Ars, go ahead.
So yeah, he sees this kind of sighs to himself and says, perhaps we should just stroll around a while longer.
Where? We're gonna stroll to, like, the walls and look out to the prairie and share a tender moment. What do you want from me, Arse?
I don't know. I'm not good at this at all.
Neither am I. I'm supposed to be dead.
Yes,
Have
yes,
them
you are
find the
very much
Karma
supposed to be
Sutra.
dead, and I am very much aware of that. However, this is also not healthy.
Neither is being alive, apparently. This sucks. And as you get to her, kind of like talking, the guy goes, "Do you want to buy your books and get the fuck out of my store?" Your
How about
cat.
you shut the fuck up and let me talk to my wife, thank you.
Yeah, okay, my bad. It kind of like kind of shrinks back with them. Like, god damn.
Even in Scapira, the service industry is shit.
Okay.
So he'll just say, "Look, Winter, I am very aware of everything that happened to you, and I can't really offer my condolences or sorry. Nothing I can really say will make it better, but I at the very least understand what it's like to be betrayed by people that you thought would care for you, I suppose. In a similar manner as you." Then he just kind of like raises his prosthetic arm up in emphasis. It might not be to your extent. 7 centuries isn't a long time, but it's something, I suppose.
She goes, yes, a wooden arm is definitely relatable to 7 centuries of thirst and hunger, of sucking up grubs and beetles that wander by your mouth, and then siphoning water from dirt and rock around you. Yes, you've clearly suffered as I, Arse.
Well, like I said, I'm not really good at this. I don't even think I'll be able to help effectively, but I am here, I guess, and I would like to help.
You would like
wish for
you
my
would
help?
like to help. You would like. Okay. How about this? We walk between each bar. We get our cardio in, and I get a drink. One drink. I'll do one drink per establishment. We'll go for a mile.
The drink has to be something light, not excessively heavy.
Okay, breakfast ale. Nothing harder. No wine. No mead. No stouts. I'll just enjoy a nice ale in the sunshine.
That's acceptable, I suppose.
Yeah, whatever. Don't you go here? She pulls out the sack. Pulls in your hand. Go buy your books. Go be a good boy.
Yes, wife. He says, kind of looking at her strangely, and then just going up to the cashier.
So as you say, yes, wife. You see a guy lean over and go, nice, like from around it. Like, so you see a guy like lean on the bookcase and give you like a thumbs up, like, yeah, because like you're obviously aiming up and you're punching up for a southern elf, you know. He's like, good job, nice, you know, like big ass book in his hand, yeah.
I hate him.
I hate him too.
He's just gonna continue over the cashier.
The guy goes, oh, y'all done talking to your wife? That's great. Okay, so 1 potion book and that thing, 40 gold.
He counts out the gold and hands it to him, and then says,
I will note, as you open up Malmora's coin purse, it is 120 gold pieces, just gold.
He acknowledges that, then opens up the coin purse and hands it to him. And hands the gold to him, and then, like, kind of sighs and says, "For what it's worth, I do apologize about my outburst. She's having quite a tough day dealing with trauma."
Well, I reckon it's not because of you. Because, I mean, look at you. That's like all he says. Takes the gold, books in front of you, and he's like, okay, now, go on, ye.
He shrugs and then walks back over to Malwara and says, "Shall we go then, wife?"
This just in, living sucks, yo. Thank you, Cody. Newsflash, life sucks, yo.
Yo, I can get behind that.
Okay, down to Madcap. Madcap, you're with Sunny, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
So we gotta take stock and see what we can do to make up some explosive.
Well,
So I need to start a fire to try and boil up this cosmoline or find a solvent that'll do the job, kinda.
Quick question. Before we start on doing all that amazing work, could you give me like one item you don't care about too much? It's magical.
Okay. Yeah. Round in the store. Let's see what's up.
okay, so Bishop, you do know that Tick and Mick keep a small collection of just barely not mundane rings. They're like, let's see, there's actually a page for this in the combat controller book coming to a PDF near you. Let's see.
Wait a minute. I have an account on there. I know that place. I've seen that game. Sorry.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Where's that?
Let me
fucking
just
page?
drop the same link here.
The same link, yeah. All right, so. All right, so
On that too.
there are a smattering of rings, all of which are common and give a +1 to brain power or cunning, and they're all extremely marked up due to the absolute deluge of buyers in town right now. So Tick and Mick have a bit of market service around them, so they marked all the rings up like 4 times their actual price they should be. But there are rings there, yeah. But you know,
God,
Bishop.
Bluey.
But Bishop, you know that if you hand him too many rings, you're kind of throwing away money. So you gotta be careful with what you give Sonny.
I said one.
I'm also gonna pocket the 5 rounds for the PTR while I'm here.
Okay.
Just to make sure we have the ammo with the gun.
Just
Okay,
in case.
Just in case. I mean, it could be deadlined right when the Drake shows up. Who knows? Anyways, what ring specifically am I looking at here?
You're looking at, as you pop in the drawer, look inside, there's a single common ring of grit. It adds +1 grit.
That's it.
That's it.
We're taking it.
Why am I getting side eyes? What the fuck's going on here?
When he hands it to me, I give the big suck.
Okay. So, as you go to suck the ring, which sounds oddly dirty, really. Suck!
Only in dirty minds, I say.
So, the ring feels extremely warm in your hand. You kind of roll it around your fingers a bit, and you start thinking about what the spell said to do. You gotta focus on it. You gotta focus on the magic inside the object. And you start kind of rolling around your hand, and you start feeling like the tendrils of magic on your skin as you keep rolling this ring around. You're focusing on it, and you're like, okay, I know it's in there. And you start attempting to try and draw it out. You picture in your mind the ring's power kind of seeping into your skin. And after a moment or two, you kind of roll the ring around, you realize that you don't feel magic in the ring anymore. The magic is gone. Now roll me 2d6.
2d6. Whatever you say, guard senpai.
Okay. Guard senpai. And you heal yourself for 5 HP. So you have sucked the ring, and you've gotten 5 health points.
Wait, did you try to use that on ours?
What? Are you here? I said.
No.
Go through your head.
No.
No.
I realized it's just like when you were excitedly trying to run up to ours. Were you trying to use that on him?
No, I was gonna show you the spell so you can learn it.
Grabs your arm, like I feel myself for 46d6. Why? I've sucked your arm dry. No, just drains your
No,
arm.
I wasn't gonna use it. I was gonna show you the spell and tell you and ask you to give me something magical at some point.
Give me your hand.
Do it
Fuck
together.
no, get away from me.
I mean, I am carrying around those rings.
I was gonna say, what happened to Bluey? I miss Bluey.
Bluey?
Even if you still my mind. Yeah.
Who's Bluey? Remind me.
The
Are you
cursed
talking
ring.
about that one curse ring that
Oh.
tried to take over ours?
Right.
No, it took over me, but I call it Bluey still because it is blue, so I call it Bluey.
When you give your evil ring to Big Suck. Remember me? Oh God.
Yeah. But hey, Bluey, I'm back and I'm thirsty.
For revenge.
But yeah. I'm curious. I try to like feel that same sensation and see if I can put it back in there.
No, you just suck it out.
I'm just okay. I was trying to experiment.
This
so
be a
let's see
one-way
what I could-
street, my friend. You just suck. You don't give.
Damn, I just suck and swallow. I can't spit. Got it.
Jesus Christ.
Your fucking monetization.
That's a way to put it, I guess. I suck and swallow, never spit. What the fuck?
Okay, well, I thank you for it, and I hand it back to him. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyways, to the task at hand. Need bombs. Got any ideas how we can quickly whip up some shape charges? I mean, I read FM, the TM 31210. Something about wine bottles or some shit.
Mouth's already drooling. Drooling earlier from sucking the ring. Now he's just pouring out of my mouth. Oh yeah. Can I roll a brain power demolition to see if I can come up with some ideas?
Sure, yeah.
Radical. Maybe.
If not, we'll have to hit up the potion shop. Alchemist, whoever.
Well, Sonny, you have a pretty solid idea of what y'all can do. You know that technically the Hetzer has ammunition inside of it. And the Hetzer has HE rounds.
Oh, you bitch.
And you know that those payloads are 75 millimeters of hate. And you're pretty sure you can probably get those warheads somewhat functional as a, projectile or lance projectile or perhaps even a thrown weapon of some sort.
Okay. Question, Bishop. Do you want something to hold their hands and just shove in someone's throat and pop off? You want to be tossed or ammunition? What exactly do you want for this? Because I have a couple ideas cooking in my head as I'm busy drooling like a hungry child.
Okay, as it stands, from what I've gathered just from the morning intel, just, chatting up a merchant, there's a big drake outside, it's probably Odin, and he's got mates, prospective harem of sorts around him. So...
They're horny as fuck, bro.
We need to have a means to put shape charge bomb lances, most likely, at any... We can't just depend on focusing on one field of fire. We need to be able to hit from multiple different directions or arm multiple people just all at the same time. So give me the most literal bang for my buck here.
Well, I don't trust civilians firing things, so you mean stab and pop. As you come hands together, like, yes, like time to get to work. Also, quick question. You said we got our gear back, but you didn't specifically say anything about a frag suit. What did I get back, guard?
By gear back, you mean what exactly?
You said when we got back to a station, I think to the city here, you said we supplied our gear and outfits and whatnot.
Not a frag suit. Plus, your frag suit was ruined, so you get technically got donated. But yeah, so there's no real frag suit for you to get reissued. Yeah,
I figured that, and so Bishop.
Bishop. Bishop, roll me a D20, please.
Yeah,
Just
look
a
at
D20? Okay.
It's on
Bitch.
the seat.
No, let me see that. That's Scott's one for this narrative.
We'll see here.
Keep it shitty, because I'll fix it up later. I know how to fix things up.
Well, Bishop, you have a frag suit, kind of. You have what Dick and Mick tried to create as a frag suit.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh.
Okay, there might be this one thing. It's kind of scratch built. Not going to lie. It's the Knoll special.
I'll send you a picture of it. You ready?
Well,
I'll describe it.
I lost my last one to artillery strike, so I'll take anything right now.
I guarantee
Well, it sounds like it did its job.
You're gonna laugh, Madcap, guaranteed. And yes, this is the actual suit he wore. It's fallen through the veil.
I don't think I killed those.
Oh man, it's that guy.
Ned Kelly.
Such is life. All right. Well, okay. How do you feel about looking like the most demolitionist of night ever?
Well, I mean,
Still has the bullet holes in it.
I'll take anything right now, seeing as I can't really get resupply until I get to an actual veil base.
Okay.
So,
And
give me
sourcing
one.
the explosive. You're saying that we're gonna be able to use. I guess that makes sense. Boil out the explosive from the warheads. It's in the from the Hetzer ammo, and yeah, how many could we get? We don't need a.
How many do you have? Is the question.
Well, you could boil
Give you a shot.
you could boil it out, or just make the warhead armable. It's up to you.
Yeah.
That's
Because I could just take everything you got and just turn it into a spear, or if you want to dilute it and just make more, I can probably double it, triple it.
good question. Probably need to hit them with as if it goes off, it needs to do its job. So we'll just use the round itself, and it would put that ammo to better work because you can only aim that main gun in one direction at a time. All right, let's go pinch some of ours boom booms.
And,
Okay.
and what do you know?
You
Ars is
fucking
currently out on a
bitches.
pub crawl.
You fucking bitches.
Capitalism at its finest. Oh wait, do you actually give me that suit? I want to make sure because I.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, okay. Can we just hand wave? We have some warheads. How many are there to take?
I don't know. I kind of want to have you steal from the head, sir. So I'll say this, Crusader, are you available for games on Saturdays? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say Sonny and Madcap, old Bishop here. You guys are walking back towards where you know the Hetzer's parked. Safe, warm, basking in the sun, tank doing tank stuff. And you guys hear an odd grunt and rustle from the bushes near this building. And as you guys are now walking back, you realize that there's a large Goliath just fucking chilling in the bushes here.
Why is everyone a fucking Goliath? Jesus Christ.
To be fair, Travis,
Oh God, they're breeding.
Travis has always been a Goliath, to be fair.
Yes. And I am one in real life as well. It is my natural role.
You're definitely a unit. Yeah, but not much.
It's definitely obvious from your voice. Yeah.
Out of curiosity and just for any excuse of trying to kill something, I look at the bush. How do I recognize it's alive?
Well, actually, Sonny, you would recognize him almost off the bat.
Kind of looks like something from my reports.
Wait, actually, wait, question. Is he in actual, uniform? Or is he just like in some, underwear and shorts?
Well, right now, Travis has been through quite a bit. Travis has been surviving in the wilderness via many means of persuasion and entertaining, but it's been a hard road, a very hard road, and he's lost all of his money, all of his equipment, and all Travis has to his name is a pair of silky shorts, and that's it.
As I go,
Dear
and just,
God.
whatever. I'm just going over to him. I'm trying to grab him, maybe grab his arm, grab his leg. I'm just pulling him at the bush and up. My boy! Oh my goodness! The alarm squad is back!
So, as you grab Travis, Sonny, you realize Travis is covered in weird little bite marks and bruises and odd places, and someone's written, someone's like written their name on his ass cheek and pen. It's been an odd time for Travis. Now, thankfully, the name is female. To be fair.
I don't have it. I don't have a pick for this, but Sonny just kind of like paused to give like a distant stare, looking at Travis' monster body. He just
Help.
First words back in game. Help me.
So you're finally awake.
Sonny
You're
gives
finally awake.
nod. He picks him up, acting like the air around him right now is like thinking of a man who's been through like a whorehouse. He's just like, my father Carlbrad.
This man was the whorehouse, sir.
Oh, sex.
Ours.
He's just like pushing up, tosses Travis' arm over Sonny's shoulder, and he just starts walking him with me and Mac back to the inn.
Thank you.
Ours. Woo, sex. That's funny.
Yeah, bring him to this shop. Come on.
I lost all 250 gold.
In my dignity.
Oh. What happened to you, Travis?
Here, Cambry.
Pretty much.
So this shop. We'll find out actually. This is a This is a bakery.
Roastery. This is a bakery.
But that's where Tick and Mix shop is.
Here? No.
But you were having me roleplay it over in this building.
Yes, because that's all I had. This is actually a bakery.
Okay.
Oh, is the game supposed to be paused?
Oh, here. Is it paused?
Is
No.
it off for you?
No. It's
Off me.
it's not paused at all.
It's been paused for me for like an hour, a few hours.
F5.
Yeah.
You know what? Travis did that too, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's on pause for me now.
We're taking to the newest building. Okay, I got it.
In a bomb factory.
So as you guys walk in, there's this like husband and wife couple who's like in their like 40s, and they're like, "Hello,
Oh,
do you guys want some
what
bread?"
are you doing?
You can see
Or
his
you need-
buns. Can you give us some buns, please? I'll pay.
They kind of like look towards, and she goes, "Honey, I think that Goliath needs clothes." He goes, "Honey, he's a Goliath." Oh, he goes, "Well, we have some bed sheets. Could we have a bed sheet?" And he says, "Sir, would you like a bed sheet?"
Please.
Because those silkies are hiding nothing, and I'm feeling inadequate with you just standing there with your fucking iguana just in the wind.
How much whatever it costs, I'll cover for it. He's a friend. He's been through a hard time.
So the woman goes, "Just pay for the bread. We'll get you, go get the sheet." She goes, "Yeah, I'm getting the sheet." And
Just feel comforted.
feel comforter. Is that what you just said?
Oh no! I said he should feel comfort in the fact that
Oh.
even despite Travis's apparent size, he's not as big as Hans. No,
He's not an absolute unit.
I'm just gonna roll off. I want to see Ripper Gert.
All right. So the guy brings down a bed sheet and kind of like helps Travis wrap it around his waist, and the little wife goes, "How about breakfast buns? They're full of eggs and cheese. They'll do some stuff."
All right, Travis. Want a breakfast bun?
Please.
I was the breakfast bun. So many breakfasts.
Can you toss in like any like water or coffee? Maybe do a little tea.
We can do tea. Yeah. How about to feed you and you, because you guys are. I mean, gods damn, y'all huge. How about 4 gold? We'll get you fed. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Before even Mac can do it, I give him 6 gold. You know, pay a little extra just for this whole weird event going on for them.
So it should be said though that you have no 240, no bayonet, no knife, no nothing. You ain't got shit.
I know, I'm sad.
No LBV. I will add silkies to your equipment thing. That's good. That's good, huh? That's.
I was about to ask you, so.
Yeah. Can I get my silkies, please? Please, sir, just the silkies.
You just put this. Oh wait, then he actually wouldn't have his dong show. Oh no, it would be showing. It'd be very much showing.
It'd be-
Never mind.
Yeah.
It'd be printing pretty heavily for sure. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, I remember Silky's out in the field. Some people didn't wear underwear, and I never forget those days.
Just
I literally have a picture of me and Stilky's. Let me find it.
just mesh in a dream. Maybe it'll hold me. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. That's what it was.
With the baiting check, tell the colonel, do your drunk showing. Please put pants on.
Put your mushroom tip back where it should be, Private. Yeah, my bad. All right.
Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna get that sorted out, and then we're gonna haul back the warheads to the shop.
How many of the warheads do you take? How many?
Yeah, but actually, with
How many is in the magazine?
You bitches.
I was gonna say actually with Travis here, he's an expert machine gunner. He probably put pretty good uses to those warheads, to those rounds.
You cunts, you bitches! I fucking hate you. I want to find you.
I would mention the madcap. As in consoling Travis, giving a protective arm over the shoulder. Like, he may look like it right now, but Travis is a pretty great machine gunner. I mean,
Yeah, I've read the reports. He's perfectly fine. He even knifed a thief jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Good times.
yeah.
Out of character.
It's all like
Chat.
dehydrated. Good times, yes. So,
By the way, how's that changeling thing in that area?
I did things I'm not proud of, but Remnant chat, there's an actual picture of me and Silkies for a fun run I did right out of basic.
Okay.
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 And yes, my head was nearly hitting the ceiling. That is my actual height.
Respect.
You know what? You know what, chat? I want to show you guys this picture. Here we go.
What a lie.
Look, chat.
I'm glad I already blurred out the picture. My face.
Look at that fucking print, Chad. Look at that. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Look at that fucking dong just sitting there.
That was whenever I was about 60 pounds lighter too.
All right. So there are 15. So there are 15 rounds of HE and 15 rounds of heat.
Okay. Don't really need to take the anti... So those would be the shape charges.
To be quite fair, both would be viable against a Drake. It depends on,
Oh, have fun with that. Goodbye.
That was Hans.
What?
Don't worry about it. He's drunk. He's in Vegas right now.
Just ignore what he just said.
He came, then he went.
Yes.
He pulled out in Vegas, which is watching the fucking
The
chat.
time has come, and
What's not
so
here
have I.
reliably?
$5. Man's loaded. Are you sure that's
Reliably speaking, how many of these and how fast can you produce them?
I feel like
Man's
with
loaded.
7 dead bushes and a 9 and a 13 and 9 I probably do it pretty well, pretty fast.
Okay, we're just gonna take 5 of the anti-tank, so the heat.
Arse, you feel a tremor in the force somewhere. You're like, someone's stealing my shit.
It's just like a surge of anger, unbridled rage, out
Anger,
of nowhere.
betrayal. Just someone's taking my things.
I'm imagining actually getting dragged along. He's starts with a spout of rage, just like, I'm gonna murder someone suddenly. I don't know who, but I'm gonna murder somebody.
I feel an urge to cause harm? Question mark.
I don't know why, but I do feel the urge to hurt someone right now.
So Lady Winter is like, she goes, have a drink, you sour puss, and she's like, kind of like brings you in close. She's trying to like force feed you and like a light like breakfast ale. Come on, open up. Come on, open your mouth. Come on.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not, Lady Winter.
And she holds your nose. She goes, "You're gonna drink. You woke me up. You're gonna drink. One way or another, I want to make you drink. Open your mouth." open your mouth. She's like, it's getting a little violent in the bar. Like, she's like, you're like, no, no. She's like, open your mouth. And the guy's like, that's the weirdest marriage I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
One guy the bad guy like smash.
He eventually gives in and allows her to pour
To
ale down his throat.
To baby bird ale into your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, so Madcap and Sonny and Crusader have pilfered how many HE rounds?
5 heat, not HE.
You're still in the heat round. What an asshole.
Well, if it's gonna be a spear, it's gonna do its damn job at spearing, stabbing.
It's gonna do its best job at sparing.
You see, but you said you want to cover like every direction, but it's only covering like, but maybe like a 40% angle. If I'm saying that right for like maps.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna pay for every single one you stole.
Yeah, those are about 400 gold a piece.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gold richer.
I'm just saying to you, Madcap, maybe we should get out a little bit more. It's like like a 4% cover range. Like I think we should get like a nice 60%, or maybe 80.
But we want to make
build
sure
up
that
on
the
that
tank
tab.
is ready for when or if they show up. Because we want the tank.
Can't have shit else and kill, man. Took my round, took my tank.
Build up on
True,
that tab.
we do have Travis. He is a master machine gunner, so.
Without a machine gun.
Thank you.
And a masturbator.
This poor man is cool.
I've also been manhandling this PTR the entire.
Yeah, you're like hauling this giant tree branch behind you, more or less made out of steel.
I would help you, but I'm currently helping Travis out until he
Just
gets
you
straight.
get him up and ready. I need you to haul freaking ordnance, my boy.
Too easy.
I will sit on the tank. And
I'm gonna imagine you gave me
works.
I'm gonna imagine you gave me the frag suit and just wearing it the entire time now.
Oh, the frag suit's back at
it's
the shop.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
We gotta bring these warheads to the shop, and then we're gonna get to work. I need to find a source of cauldron and a bunch of freaking water and firewood.
Got you. Well, I'll after I'm assuming Travis has eaten or drinks tea, I'll drag him back and just totally go back. Actually, no, I'm gonna take. Yeah, if you want to take anyway. I head back with the rounds.
I'm gonna be an asshole while Travis is eating here with me at the front of the bakery. I'm just gonna be like, waiting on you. Waiting
Hurry up.
on you. Hurry up.
PTSD slowly sinks in. You're like, oh. I can hear them. I can hear them.
Slower.
Madcap, I hate you. You brought back repressed memories. I remember doing push-ups and yelling, waiting on you.
Hurry up, waiting on you. Hurry up, waiting on you. Hurry up.
I'm gonna make eye contact with Bishop and just eat slower.
Oh, okay, buddy. You don't want to do that shit to me.
Actually, you know what? I want to say this is fun for Sonny. Sonny, like, as he's leaving, he hears Bishop saying that, and he like unlocks repressive memories of basic and starts doing push-ups.
Alright,
Here's the cadence.
on that shit.
Hurry up, waiting on you. Hurry up.
Okay. I roll all intimidation checks at advantage.
Roll it again, then.
I'll find those
is.
females. I'll do it. Okay, so Travis, roll me a grit save at disadvantage.
I like the little wackiness. So yeah, gliding push-ups and a fucking and a door and just yelling at another Goliath. Oh my god!
This man does not
But
care.
that's disadvantage. He got a 3.
Hold on. That's,
Or wait, is that both?
oh,
How is that shit calculated?
is it rolling two? I don't see two.
No, I see.
I don't
Yeah,
see
I don't
two
see
dice
It
being
says
rolled.
grip roll 3 and 20.
Okay, so Bishop,
wait.
so Bishop, you roll again. I guess Travis, because that's not doing it right. You should roll two dice.
Yeah, that's... Should have rolled 2. It said with disadvantage. So did he just roll 2 20s and it didn't show both?
I guess
Did he just roll 2 nat 20s? I think it did.
That's the second time that's happened
this
to
man has come too hard and came too hard and
He
too
just
far.
killed in Abrams again.
You can't intimidate Travis.
I've been slaying ass and Abrams across this land, sir. You can't intimidate me.
Damn, son. Okay, fine.
I survive by cooming and destroying.
Can it?
You know what? I respect it. Whatever.
Whatever.
Right now.
I respect it. Whatever.
I'll finish it. So we can get this done.
All right.
Nobody has told me that I need to hurry up, or
Listen,
rather,
we're
why
trying
I
to-
need to hurry up.
We're trying to get prepared because there's drakes circling the town.
Oh, okay. Travis just proceeds to shove all the food into his face.
Yeah, we got
And
resupply
use,
waiting for you back just to the north of here.
So, did
Finishes stuffing his face real fast and downing the entire tea.
you say dabbing?
Downing.
Oh, downing. Like, I grab a teacup and dab. Excuse me. Okay, so
No, I use those new skills that you've given me.
those new dabbing skills. Yes, of course. Yes. Sonny, no. Alphonse. So back to Alphonse. Alphonse, you and Yuri are kind of just hanging out in town. What else do you want? Do you have anything in you want to do per se, or because of course as you hang out in town, Yuri's getting like side glances, like what the fuck is that doing here? You know, like that usual kind of townsy bullshit that you're kind of used to by now. You're like, oh my god, this shit again.
Well, I left it off at the clinic that I was trying to knock on the door to get into the next area.
Okay, so let's see here. You're knocking.
On the Men Society, join us. It's great here.
Yeah, you knock and there is no fucking answer. It's almost actually too quiet.
But thing is, they didn't hear any screaming, so like they shouldn't be clued in.
Oh, but they know. They know when Nia's around. They can see your shadow. The fucking clip clop of your fucking hooves. They know when you're there.
Okay, you like try to look through the keyhole.
Yeah, roll investigation for me using your cunning. So you kind of like it takes a little bit to look through, but you look through the keyhole and you see that there are 30 patients who are quite critical in this med bay who are all staring in fear at the door, like maybe she won't hear ever in here.
Seeing them through the keyhole, kind of like call out to them and be like, "Hello, I see you. I see you need medical attention."
Nope, we're all fully healed in here. Thank you. We're just waiting on the release bill. Yep, we're ready. We're good to go. No one in here needs any help. We're just fine. Thank you. Yep, we're good.
I'm gonna try to creep them out and just like give off a loud sniff, like I can smell it.
Roll intimidation plus
Needs to be healed.
roll intimidation plus moxie. I can smell your wounds. I know you're hurt.
Oh, you're wicked wounded.
20.
Let me in.
I'll give them a grit save at disadvantage. I can smell your festering wounds. Let me heal you. Well, they're definitely scared. I'll say that much. They go, no way. She can smell us? No, bro. Don't worry about it. She can't smell us. Like, well, I did get sliced in the tummy. No, she cannot smell your leaky shit stomach. She cannot smell my gangrene. She can't smell us. Nope, no, we're good. No need. And see Yuri go, Yuri can just pick lock. And she like shows you her nail. Yuri just insert nail into lock and click click.
I'm gonna encourage her to do so.
So Yuri kind of shrugs and kind of like nudges you out of the way, kind of squats down. And she kind of squats down on her little supine legs and kind of like squints at the lockpick. And she's like, pinky nail. Yes, pinky nail. And she kind of starts like working her pinky nail at the lock. And let's see here. I gotta roll here. Gonna go up to the skills. A little skill action here. There it is. What did I put this into? Did I not do lock picking, or did I put in something else? Oh, for fuck's sakes! What I put it in?
No girl like skilled in roguery stuff. It sounds like.
I might have to. Did I forget to put in like a lockpicking skill? That is cringe, guard, bro. Well done.
Oh, you didn't actually.
I didn't.
Back my memories now. You didn't.
God. Okay. So, chat, we're gonna issue a book fix live. We're gonna add in roguery because. And I'm sure Matt like motherfucker because he got changed another skills.
Be mechanical.
Oh, you know what? Hot fix. Mechanical. That'll work. Why can't it be mechanical?
Yeah.
Why can't it be mechanical?
Yeah, it was actually mechanical. It's used for making bullets,
picking locks. There
and
you
lock
go.
picking.
There you go. I inserted lock picking into mechanical. There we go. You're welcome, Madcap.
Thank you.
Hell yeah!
Please no more skills. The fear in the man's voice. No, please.
That is true because if you added roguery, you have to get rid of survival because I'd be stealthing, lockpicking, and sleight of hand.
Okay, so mechanical. Okay, mechanical check. She's gonna have a +1 to this. She's working at it. She's working at it, and she's like, God, stupid lock. And she's like going at. So you hear like they're trying to get in. They're trying to get in. She can smell us. Like she can't smell us, bro. It's just the wind. She can smell us. She can smell us. And like you hear like the panic building inside this fucking infirmary. And
not be a devil.
Can I try something easier while she's doing that? Can I also try to use Spirit Key?
Sure, surely.
Let's see, that's just cunning. Pick a lock with
emotional damage.
I'm a little devil shoulder, but I am. Come on.
Spirit key. Spirit key. Let's see here. Spirit key is
you're a great healer.
Spirit key is a blood spell, right?
Speaking spell.
Speaking spell. Okay.
Show them fear. Show them that they should never run from their doctor.
Where is it? There it is. Let's see. To pick a lock, use your cunning in a check. Okay, what's your cunning? 5. God damn it, Nia. So you're both kind of like, that's right, no. And Yuri goes, a smell thickly of fear in the room.
Good. She's
like, okay. And she's going to do another little check here. She goes, Yuri got it. Here, a little click, click, and the door goes like 4 inches open. And here, like the whole room go just dead quiet. Like you
slowly push the door open and like peek my head around like the edge of it.
Here, she's inside. We can't run any further. It's the horned one. So, to say that everyone is shitting themselves spiritually and metaphysically is definitely a true thing right now.
I will try to calm them down slightly and let them know that a guard asked me to be nice today, so they should be in rarefied air. However,
however,
be nice to my friend, and I'm gonna like tap Yuri on the head lightly.
So Yuri goes, "Hello, I'm Yuri." And see, here we go. She brought a knoll to finish the bodies. She brought a knoll to finish. The guy just passes out. And it's fucking like passes out. And his fucking little rack he's in. He's just his mind is checked out from this current environment. But here is definitely far more advanced injuries. We're talking deep puncture, tooth lacerations. Some guys are missing entire limbs. One guy has a partial skull fragmentation where a claw has raked him on a skull, crushed the skull along a path along his face, and dented into his face. Bone crushing, eyeballs are ruined. But at the same time, no one's really sure how to proceed with these healings because everyone here, we'll do a quick D20 check here. There are 16 extremely injured men and women here who the flesh will be extremely traumatized. And from a few, their limbs are not going back on. They're getting chopped off and sealed. So, proceeding in how exactly?
I'll just do what I can.
Okay, roll me. So we'll say the put in chat here. Let's see here. We'll say there's face trauma guy. 3 missing legs, 5 missing arms, bitten off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll say 4 deep gut lacerations. Organs need resettling and repair. So let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll say 3. 3 ruined eyes. So how do we proceed with, so who's going first in terms of this particular band of misfits? Alphonse.
Yep. Let's start with the 4 D cuts.
Okay. So the 4 deep gut lacerations are major swipes where the nail is caught along the side of the torso and dragged across the other side. And the nail or talon has gone at least 6 inches deep along the gut. So these are require extreme physical maintenance. Going in, once again, gut rearranging, getting hands on inside the body, making sure the stomach's not torn open, the intestines are okay, all that shit. So give me your first medical physical check. Chat highlight settings. What the hell? Nice. So the first 3 are simply beer back. God damn it. I'll wait. All right. We'll go back to Ars. Ars, you've been dragged through 4 bars so far, and you're pretty fucking hammered because she's just feeding you ale to make her feel more comfortable with the fact you're there. So you guys are at your 5th tavern, and Lady Winter is not even partially buzzed yet because she's just high tolerance. And you're seeing the brighter side of life right now. So what do you do?
Okay, so ours is kind of like he's kind of lying with his head like kind of on her shoulder, kind of occasionally giggling to himself. And he's just gonna. So yeah, he's just gonna say stuff like, you know, Lady Winter, you know that you can read my mind, right? You can do that, right?
Yep.
So you know that one who, what's her mother? Yes, that bitch. Yes, you do. You know what she did on my 3rd birthday.
She goes. She kind of looks up towards the bartender. The bartender he goes. You should definitely tell me in your voice. I think. Really get it out.
I don't know. I was a toddler. I didn't know. How the fuck would I know?
Well, I know your mother and father weren't really great in the whole parenting department. I mean, your nanny was a nice woman as far as Southern elves go, but in terms of like affection and love, it's kind of Fae-like, really, if you want to get down to it.
Yes. Oh, yes, my nanny. Amethyst, she was such a wonderful woman. Then she tried to defend me, and then she died. Why did she die? Because of fucking fade bastard that thought, oh, you're actually more smarter than I am. you're more aware of the world and worldly than I am, right? Okay then, Mr. fucking smarty fuck.
Grit save.
Yeah, so he's just kind of doing that.
And grit save. He yells and mute. Well, you don't bomb it, but you're kind of like the head thump, like the forehead on the bar. It's one of those. And the bartender goes, "Is your husband okay?" And she goes, "He's just going through some things. Don't mind him."
Emma, why did you have to die? You were my only bastion of sanity.
Just bruh. The bartender goes, I'm gonna give him some cake. I think he needs cake. She goes, I think he needs some cake too. Yeah, just go some cake. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing.
All right.
That's why I don't have him drink that much. He's a terrible drink.
He's just vibing. He's just vibing. It is a vibe. Not a good vibe. It's definitely a vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. If you guys may notice, so currently, our Madcap and Sunny and Travis are creating some fun toys for later. Alphonse is torturing local wounded folks.
So what I missed, I had to poop.
Ars was backstorying. I'll say that much. And then I'm going to do a little thing here. These tokens should be ready to go.
Guard, what did I miss? I had to poop.
Ars,
I made my roll.
Ars was doing backstory, but so we'll do it right now. So basically, it's deep gut laceration. So you're going in again. Hands now. You being kind or no? Doing the nice way or the annoying way?
I was being kind as long as they were nice to Yuri.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going in, and you're more or less just you're inside people again, but you've been given the proper protocols to at least numb the pain to a level degree, and you're kind of just going in, and you're more or less checking the organ. Now, a lot of these organs are fixable, like stomach's a little so here, good to go. But there's one man who he has been absolutely fucked up. He has gotten a drag across the entire large intestine, and you're like, motherfucker, because you pull this guy's stomach, like you pull the bandages open, you look inside, and the smell that hits your nose is like hot, wet garbage. That's like being kept in a sheep's stomach in the sun. It is rank. Even Yuri goes, oh, that's not right. That should not be in body. And she kind of like just give me a grit save there, Nia.
That's a wonderful thing to imagine when you're eating.
Garbro games. So Nia, you go, God's damn, and you're looking down at this guy. The guy goes, "Is it bad?" And it's like out of 1 out of 10, it's a -2. That's how bad it is.
Just respond with, "It's not great."
Or you think you can fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, Nia. You can't fix this. There's no way to fix this. The only way to fix this is to go and get whole new organs in the hope they like attach, which may not even work. Because you have to go personally and find a freshly dead person, steal the organs, clean them out, insert his gut tissue into the organs, and then reattach them to the body and hope it doesn't get rejected. So But this guy has been very far along, at least 3 or 4 days in this state. So he's got like a disadvantage here. He's got a 47% survival rate if you can work only on this man for the next 2 to 3 days. Or you can just kill him. Up to you.
Can I pose the question to him?
Real quick, though. Killjoy pointed out he's sobbing drunk with a wizard cowboy hat. I just realized you're wearing your fucking hat, Ars.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Anyway, so Killjoy, you said what now? Sorry. Nia, you said what now?
I'm going to pose him to the question and just give him the facts of, like, look, it's like 50-50, man. I can sit here and work on it for a while, and it may not work. Or I can have you be very comfy for a short while.
He goes,
how much do you want to live?
He goes,
show me your drive.
Well, I have 5 children, and my 6th son was just born. And if I don't make it, I don't think my family's gonna make it. My wife, she's strong, but I don't think she can support 6 kids on her own.
I'm gonna shush him with the finger again and be like, "Good enough for me." And
I'm your hands covered in blood and shit. Shh. This is gross dookie finger. Shh. He goes, "That's disgusting. Please get it off my lips. Is this how I smell? Oh God, is this how I smell?"
Have Yuri clean it up, and then
yeah,
I guess I'm gonna be committed to working on this.
Yuri goes, "Don't worry, you already get shit off lip." He goes, thank you, little old lady. It's nice of you. It's kind of wiping it away, you know. Oh, she's just like, oh God, this is awful. And so Yuri looks and goes, Miss Nia, we need whole new organ. This man is completely shredded like meat. We have to call whole new, less shit tube for him.
Well, I'll keep him stable, and we'll keep an eye on any deaths reported. And with your help, hopefully, you can help run some organs. And with that, I want to call over like the head doctor, fucking person.
So as you do,
like whoever runs the clinic.
So there's a nurse hiding in this particular infirmary, and she goes, "Oh no!" And she knows who she is, but she kind of like actually kind of motions for you to come to her in the corner.
I'm going to kind of like look down and at her, like kind of busy right now. For her to come to me.
She goes, "Get over here," and she kind of like gives you like quick hands. Get over here quickly, you know.
I'm gonna like try to pinch everything off and be like, "Yuri, hold this," and
she goes, "Yep, Yuri, hold."
Super fast.
So she goes, "He's not gonna make it. We there's no way to get an entire intestine cleaned out and ready to go. It's not on these resources. I mean, the man's.
We gotta try.
Do you even?
But I'm gonna tell her, bring me the head doctor. I need his influence.
Well, you actually don't. It's just, I mean, we do have fresh dead. It's just, do you think you can handle that kind of surgery? Like, but what if it?
You're gonna have to.
What if it like rejects the intestine? What do we do?
Then at least we tried, because he's dead if we don't.
She goes, gosh, I mean, a guy did die only an hour ago. I guess his could still be good.
We can try.
They're next door. Just go in there. There've been a lot of deaths lately.
So I can.
No. I am not wheeling in a dead guy in here. They're gonna get sad and mopey, and we need them as highbrow as possible. The next infirmary is mostly empty because everyone inside there died. That's not good.
I'm gonna lift my hands up in between like her face and mine and be like, "Yes, this is very highbrow right now."
Look, this is the fact. You can go in there, okay? You cannot bring him in here. You can go in there, do what you gotta do with the cadaver. Okay, there's buckets in there. There's a hose.
I'm just
with
gonna
a
storm
pump.
off and start.
Okay, she's also just gonna. Okay, and she kind of like, and she kind of like shrinks back. But you open the door, there are stacks of bodies. This place is full of 40 bodies that have died just today. And the wounds, as you look around, you go, yeah, that checks out, because these wounds are grisly. These are like, you give them a little pinch of morphine and a shot of whiskey and say, good luck, buddy. Like, these are all completely fucked bodies. But you do see one that looks relatively fresh, and this one had lost both their arms by a bite attack. So the arms are just shredded off at the bone, and it very clearly bled out because they just couldn't stop the bleeding fast enough from point of injury to here. And the guy is still oozing dark red blood from the stumps onto the floor, but it's still juicing in a way. So
That's good.
what do you do?
We're gonna be a little rough with him to cut him open and start getting those organs out.
Well, he's dead, so what about his feelings?
Well, rough is in like disregarding the other organs. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I got you.
So everything else can get fucked. I only care about what I'm there to get.
Gotcha. So you do extract a very full lower intestine. If you're eating, look away. Okay, press mute. But you do come away with a relatively full lower intestine, and this thing needs cleaning out. But like you said, there is a hose and a pump in the corner that you can go in and kind of get most of the gunk out for sure.
I guess we'll do so and try to be fast.
1 second. Let's see here. So, unfortunately, you have no real time to make sure to be a good match or do any test or any alchemy. There's no way to truly prep this lower intestine. It's just you have to go in and do your best. And it takes you about 45 minutes to, in your opinion, get this lower intestine fully cleaned out. That means, the chute's clean, the outside's clean, old blood's cleaned away. You use some magic to kind of like purify this giant lower intestine. But you look it over and it looks pretty okay. I mean, this guy obviously had a few vices he indulged in terms of eating and drinking, but it looks okay. And you're like, this should do it, hopefully.
Well, let's try it out, and I'll be hanging with the dude the next couple of days to see if it works.
Okay, so give me another medical physical check, and do not nat one this shit.
Don't put that on me.
Ricky Bobby.
I saw that roll. Goodness, it was right there. So 30. I'll let Yuri help you and let you do it for advantage.
Okay.
Nice. So 30.
This is like a joke, though. You rolled 30.
Okay.
Can I get a bonus because Bishop is praying for me?
This is a prayer mirror.
Right now is helping me make fucking missiles.
So I will say that Mirren is definitely curious what's going on. He's like, what? What the fuck? Because the guy's just, he's like, Mirren is always kind of like peering around at everyone who's doing weird doctor shit, like birthing, C-section. He's like, that's pretty cool. But then he sees something odd down there in Austin Keel. A satyr just completely squeezing this intestine like it's full of like jelly in a roll. Just fucking clearing that thing out. He's like, what in the fuck? And you're just pumping it out and just cleaning it. She's like, what is she doing with that intestine? Is she insane? Is it? No. And Mirren's like, no fucking way, bro. Like he's like, like absolute Chad energy. What is she doing? You know, he's kind of watching you kind of carry this thing over towards the pit, and as you do, someone goes, "What the fuck is that? The intestine?" You know, watching you just kind of carry this bundle of organs across the fucking infirmary, and she goes, "Oh, where'd she get those from? She stole them. She stole intestines. I know she didn't." And the nurse is like, "Calm down, calm down. She had permission. Just relax. Stop shitting yourselves, so he'll stop shitting his. Okay?" And now you're at the body itself, and this thing needs cleaning out hardcore. And Yuri's like, "You ready, boss?"
Go roll up my sleeves again for dramatic effect and be like, "Let's do this."
It's time to practice medicine. Roll me one more medical physical as you're preparing to literally shit scoop this guy's organs
with the advantage of Yuri.
Crusader. Yeah, go ahead. Florida is gone. There is no war in Bossing, say. Okay.
Are you saying in the Villa universe, Joe no longer exists?
Yeah, a little bit. So, you roll up your sleeves and you go, "All right, let's do it." And again, if you're eating, please look away. But you have to go in with your hands and scoop out the sections of severed large intestine. And naturally, there are other piles of stuff coming out with these intestine pieces. So you're literally shoveling handfuls of shit out of this guy's chest cavity. And it takes a solid 30 minutes of just hauling out organ pieces and fecal matter and, you know, all this stuff out of this dude's fucking system. And
I try to keep the guy's spirits light by making just like a funny comment about his diet to try to keep him, you know.
Okay, give me a a medical moxie check. And what do you say when you do this? When in necrotic bowel, bring extra towel. Thank you, Bishop.
Go tell him he needs to cut back on the corn.
The joke lands, but he's like. He's a little too high on pain meds, really. He's like, good one. You know, it's one of those kind of things. But you're able to get most of the cavity clean, and that's the flushing. You have to go in and flush this cavity clean. You gotta roll them from one side, flush, roll the other side, flush. You always gotta lift up the other organs, make sure they're good to go. It is a ordeal to get this thing going properly. And it takes another almost 2 hours of cleaning. And this guy starting like his skin's turning white because you guys just keep pumping him full of pain meds, you know. And Yuri's trying to squeeze water in his mouth, trying to keep him alive and going. But it takes roughly 7 hours of grueling surgery to attach this intestine, and it takes a while. But after these 8 hours, you feel confident that you've done the best you can. You don't feel like you've taken any shortcuts. You feel like you have, you know, matched what this guy should have done to him. You have the intestine in place. It's coiled up correctly. You kind of lay out the other organs so they're in a proper place, and you kind of, do you want to button them up or kind of leave them open a little bit? Like how do you want to kind of pack them up?
I want to button them up like 75, 80%, so that way in case like there's rejection or there's something wrong, it's not too difficult to get back in there. But
Gotcha.
still enough that if everything's good, it will still like start the healing process.
So Yuri is flabbergasted with what she's seen. She's seen you rip out a man's organs and put another man's organs inside him and clean, and she's like, what in the fuck? But she's kind of there for it because this is all new to her, and it's just neat, you know. You don't usually see this kind of shit happening in front of you, right? It's just neat. But yeah, so you get them all buttoned up, and you get them buttoned up as much as you want to button them up, and you kind of secure it with bandages and that kind of stuff and gauze, so it's not getting stuff in it like dust and dirt. It's still somewhat clean. And the man is just kind of sleeping. Now, some color has returned back to his face, but He does still look a bit pale, but he's kind of just snoozing, you know.
I guess what I'll do is I'm gonna stay there at the clinic with Yuri. Like after we'll get cleaned up and we're gonna stay there and monitor him. And I'm gonna tell Yuri like what things to look for, so that way we can alternate like being able to sleep or like get food for us both and just sit there and monitor.
Gotcha. So let's see here. I'll roll with advantage here for survival rate. $54. Okay. So I guess we'll see you next game session. But all right. So, Guard, can you use blood magic to remove blood from transfer flesh? You can kind of purify stuff. Hey, dead guy, can I borrow your intestines? If not, just say no. Jesus.
Oh shit. Hey, Guard.
What's up? Yes.
Now that we're ending this, I wanted to say, could I give Travis one of my battle uniforms?
One of your what?
I mean, because seeing as Mr. Frog is gone, I'd have more space in there. Seeing I wouldn't have to make any like cushioning or nest when they're sitting in.
Okay.
So because I always carry a rucksack around, so I would carry my uniform in case I talk to a higher up change into. So
sure.
Could I give Travis that?
Yeah.
In that same vein, I have an extra LBV.
Okay.
Nice, like that. That works out.
Okay, so we'll end today's game with this particular note. So as you guys are kind of doing things in town, surgery, drinking, crying like a small child, arse.
God's perfect idiot trying to conduct a miracle.
Yeah.
I told you, man. Just join the. Go on.
The guards are taking note of particular figures in the distance. That's huge. Holy shit. God damn, he thick.
I wonder, I wonder will I be able to get the speed before the Drake comes, or would it be too late?
Bitch again.
Well, it's unknown Drake, and there's also another unknown Drake. Unknown Drake.
I do know for a fact someone paid for a mule we didn't see, so I'm certain something's gonna happen to us.
Well, I don't kiss and tell, I suppose.
You mentioned Ruby things of people attacking us. I'm absolutely certain next session when everyone's here, or the week after, we're going to get mugged by a gang of people carrying shanks.
You know what would be a wonderful idea?
What's that?
If we could get all of the Storm Riders to actually help with this, because this seems like a big fight.
I mean, Travis is here, and I'm happy. I love it. The Goliath shot is back. Maximum damage control is here. So my AMV, Pond just melee, and Travis machine gun.
If you do it like that, then we have much higher stakes, and you can also make the fight harder.
So you're saying you want
I feel like I'm gonna turn into a healing mule. It's gonna be like, here's 50 blood bags. Just sit here and heal everybody that rolls past you.
So
I'm sad you didn't see my spiritual miracle when it's what hit on.
What are you trying to say, Gordon?
So you players want to have a 10-player game?
Sounds like hell.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not sure everyone else would agree.
That would take forever to get through combat.
It would. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just
For the damage output, though, imagine.
That would be my first combat, so it's gonna be just pulling teeth for me.
I mean, it'd be interesting to have two different sessions of people, like, if one group was outside of town, so they get, like, a whole session to try to hurt them as much as they can, and then the next session is, like, this group who has to finish the fight.
What do you mean? We're missing someone right now. I mean, one of people are gone. One left and one died.
I mean, if I did that, that would be you guys would miss an entire day of gaming, so it's really up to you. Because I could drag in some of the boys for a suicide mission or two, but that really depends.
I'd be pure Storm Rider too, minus Declan and Arse. And I don't know how effective the other guys are at combat.
Like I'm
I don't
game
wanna,
for
like-
it, but it'd be one shot for them pretty much. A big combat one shot.
And I feel bad
combat
too
one shot
because
and be like, hey, do you want to help the main team out? If so,
Do you guys want to
spin
simp
up
for
a
the main
combat
team?
character.
Because, but of course, that would also
I
mean
feel
you
bad
guys,
though, because
because for time and health reasons, I can't really do. I can only do one game a week, so it would mean you guys would miss out on a game for 1 week. It's really up to you guys.
I mean, I'd be fine with it. Theoretically, if you can gather all of the Storm Riders for this theoretical one shot, and I'd be fine watching them see how they fare against the Drakes. You just
I mean-
kit them up with
they
stuff.
haven't been able to gear up at all. Since
Yeah,
October.
That's the thing. It's just like you take the time, let them get kitted up with stuff prior to the game, and then just like have a one shot where we see how they fare.
I think
My
you guys
issue
need to
is
discuss
that
it. We'll say it real quick. You guys need to discuss it amongst yourselves for one, because you'll be sacrificing your game time to give someone else's game time. And if that happens, we got to draw on those to play. 'Cause I know there's what was that character's name that he made? We have where's he at? We have Chops. So we have Chops. We have Thusla. We have Killjoy. And to take on a Drake, you need at least 6. I'll say that much. So
There's still Daworth, Minokar, Koldramana, and
but to be fair,
that's 5.
that would be sacrificing their. I mean, you think about it. All y'all's characters are technically lore binding. So if they want to use those characters to do that, that means they're risking their ability to be canon by dying by taking a Drake. So
if they fight the Drake and then die, they can't come back later.
Yeah, they're dead.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. If I do this one last ride, and I've been waiting since October just to fucking die in one shot, I am going to fucking throw haymakers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because like you're like awkwardly eager to come back, but even though you shouldn't come back because you guys need to show up.
He said, "I will throw haymakers into the drywall."
Well, my big thing is I would really like to see, me personally, I would like to see the Storm Riders play with us with this big fight, but it's not really feasible. Is my problem.
Well, it would be. It would just take probably 2 to 3 sessions to get it all done.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it for a Drake fight.
Alternatively, instead of sacrificing characters, we could just play as nameless goons.
Where's the fun in that? There's no risk. You're like, oh, there's some nameless goon. I'll do.
But I mean, at the same time,
I want to
there'd still
see
be
you
an incentive,
suffer.
There'd still be an incentive to play well, knowing that, okay, I can't just throw away this character because the worse they do, the worse it's going to hurt my main character, you know? Like, there would still be incentive.
I mean, not really, because they're going to say, hey, this character will die and do like 50 damage to the Drake, which would be considerable even if it has like 400 HP or 500 or 1,000, because that's still 50 damage and it dies, and the character is still somewhere safe.
Yeah, but just knowing that, like, hey, the harder I work on this character to do well, the higher likelihood my main character will survive the next encounter, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
but you're also talking to someone like me and Thusula who haven't played since October, and just for us to come back and just potentially just die.
Because here's the thing: if I have 10 players hanging out in a game, people are dying. The gloves come off a little further than they usually would.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's up to you guys for sure.
If I may, Cat paid good money to kill us with mule potions, and we're trying to pass the buck on to guys who aren't even here.
Oh no!
We
I'm
ain't
not.
pussies.
No. I'm saying
let the NPCs die.
Yo, bitches.
And I'm pretty sure during the Odin fight, there's like a high chance people will die. I'm stupid, and you guys are smart. I might die, or maybe guard killing Declan and me, and then the other Stormbriders come in.
I could try to save a Hail Mary throw, but it would be a little bit meta.
My thing is just like I was offering that option with the full expectation that it would be the hardest thing possible if we brought in everyone to try to do this, but it would be an interesting combat nonetheless.
The issue is that
It was just
I don't
really
know
long.
if any Storm Riders are a face-to-face combatant. So that'd be just Hans and some civilians fighting up front with us captains hanging in the back. And I feel bad having Hans be killed,
Thank you,
people in
Cody.
the vehicle in the tank shooting machine guns getting killed, and some NPCs and whoever for Storm Riders get murdered.
Cody
Well,
says
no,
CC wants blood. Who are you to deny him?
That
Well-
is true. Oh, dude.
So the thing is, like, you guys, all these characters right now are all canon. So if y'all fuck up, you lose your spot in canon because you're gonna fucking die. So that's the fun part about this.
Yeah.
Like that's just what I'm afraid of. Really, it's like you're talking to people. You're talking about like me and Dusel who are coming back for this one final ride, and just never coming back.
I will throw haymakers in the wall. God damn, that shit's
Like,
funny.
like I said, this,
I mean-
this isn't me saying like you come back for the one final run or anything. I was just offering a suggestion. Like,
And then
I would
Killjoy
prefer
gets
y'all
eaten
actually-
alive, motherfucker.
I mean, in my
haymakers in the
full
wall
caring
on
for the
stream.
Storm Riders, just started to talk over you. My full cares for the Storm Riders. At this point, the guard is bringing back Travis as like a 7-player or it's like an optional hop in. That does bring back all the war crime boys, meaning that if we die, it's going to be a pure Storm Rider coming in, eventually being all you guys. I don't know. I still think
Another
Guard will
hand
kill
touches
me.
the beacon.
I fully believe at some point God will murder Sonny in a back alley somewhere. So it's gonna be one of you guys.
All right, you know what?
Sonny, if you don't
You
participate in this fight, you're
you
gonna die.
guys should discuss it. Chat. We'll see you next Saturday, and we'll figure it out from that time on in. If you donated, thank you. If you subscribed, thank you. If you followed, thank you. Cody and Personality and Oni Maru, thank you for gifting subs, and we'll see you guys next Saturday, and we'll figure this shit out.